Alrighty. Welcome. Scared me there. Alrighty. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're very excited to be here. Very happy to be here. Big live stream. You know why? Because it is the Cup final. And I'm excited. I'm very excited. I also hope this works because I'm the only one home right now. So if it doesn't work, yeah, we're in a bit of trouble then, aren't we? Let me just check. Live stream looks good to start. Reminder to share it around. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, we'll have the whole game underway. Honestly, I don't know what to make of this Stanley Cup final. It is one of the biggest David versus Goliaths we've had since 2 years ago. I'm excited though. Line Shek says, "Sup, dude? Who do you got in this series? I think the safe pick is probably the right pick. I think the Vegas Golden Knights are going to win this. I think the Vegas Golden Knights are the most complete team entering the playoffs. Whether due to reasons that we are upset at them and not, whether we want to admit it or not, Vegas has the most complete team." In these entire playoffs and the entire league for that matter. They have 4 lines that run like a humming machine. The only thing that is arguably weaker than the Panthers, that you can definitely point at is a weak point against the Panthers, is team goaltending. And team goaltending, there are X factors there. Sometimes even if your team goaltending isn't as good, if your players step up, it doesn't matter. Just know if the Jets are bad next season, I'm going to take the anger out on your reaction videos. I understand. I don't agree with that, but I understand. And if it makes you feel better, I'll be just as angry with you. So it's all good. Cup. I'll be right there with you in terms of anger levels. It's all good. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Really means a lot. I'm excited to be live streaming this. If there's any ever problems in the live stream, let me know. I'll see what I can do to fix it. I'm the only one in the house right now, so it can get as loud as it has to be. But yeah. Final game 1. I'm just putting in all my hashtags here. Don't forget to share the link around, guys. Really does mean a lot. Share this around. Helps us out. Do we have any predictions on the score for game 1 of the Stanley Cup final? I am taking, I don't want to say I'm taking requests here, but I am listening. Let's just slightly lower this so we don't get sued here, because that wouldn't be fun. Nobody likes a lawsuit and a copyright claim. Those are never fun. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream as well. Our goal for the stream is 25 likes. We are also, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Our goal was 1,500 subscribers by the end of the playoffs. We are 19 away from that. I'm not saying we're going to hit it. It's all good that we won't. We probably won't. Statistically speaking, we will not make it there. But let's see how close we can get it. 4-2 Vegas. Line says in game 1. I can definitely see that happening. I definitely see that as a possibility. I am so excited for this Stanley Cup Finals, honestly. Either way, it's going to be a fun game. I'm checking Twitter right now just to see what people's opinions are on this. And also, I am taking... Good Lord! Why are the Winnipeg Goldeyes the worst team on the road? You're from Manitoba, right? I'm over here in Alberta. Yes, I am from Manitoba. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Born and raised. Yes, I've been to Alberta. Lovely place. A little more lively than here. Mike Babcock is expected to be the next coach at Columbus. That is hilarious. I have been laughing about that almost all day. Our live stream of game 1. Hunt. Hey, Bruin, how you doing, buddy? Oh, they're talking about that thing that Elliot Friedman said about sharing the Conn Smythe and how two players would get it, and I think I know where they're going with this. But yes. I'm doing good. Well, I've never been to Manitoba, but would love to see a Jets playoff game there someday. Well, then don't come next year, because there's going to be no playoff games next year. I am confident that the Jets are going to be bad next year. However, that being said, I will still be covering every single Jets game. As you guys know, I am a sucker for punishment. Even if the Jets aren't good, I'll still do my Jets game reactions. I'm happy to do them. Even if we suck, it's all good. It is all good. Um, any more predictions? Lonnie, is this your first time? This is your first time. I don't recognize the name. I'm sorry if I forgot about you, but is this your first time? Live stream. Ooh. I'm wondering if there's a time you said in your career this really sucked. He's talking to Jack Eichel, who used to play for the Buffalo Sabres. I got a feeling Jack's got some answers on that one. Yeah, man's talking about being traded from Buffalo. Morning, Mickey. How are we doing? How are you doing over in Australia? Pleasure to hear from you, my friend. You're a good, man. I've tuned in but not active on chat. Well, see, that's how they get you. That's how I. Because you see, I know a bunch of people do that too. And don't get me wrong, like I appreciate everyone who tunes in. I'm always surprised when people tune into my thing and like they hear me have conversations all over the place, but don't interact. Like not like I'm not judging it. I'm just saying, how do you keep up with all of the nonsense that I'm spewing? If you know what I mean, like because like we go all over the place sometimes in a game. If the game is not fun, if it's a boring game or a blowout game, I will just wander with what I'm saying. Doing all right. Very excited for the Nolan boys to come down here. The Nolan boys will not be visiting. Australia needs to come to the Nolan boys. Let's make that clear. Australia is a scary place. You have mutant creatures down there. I'm not ready for that. Like I ain't built for Australia. And don't whine about the spiders. I will whine about the spiders. Blake, Panthers in 4, I think is a pipe dream, and I'm willing to dream that dream with you, my friend. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm willing to dream that dream with you. Also, big thanks to everybody who checked out one, our Bombers video. Our two Bomber preseason videos. Thank you all for that. Carter's been trying a new system in covering the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and I actually really like it. I think he puts a lot of effort into it. He's not here. He's out. He's out at the family. But honestly, guys, I would really I really do want to take the opportunity to support Carter here because he puts so much effort into these things. He records nearly every play. He writes down stuff all the time. He puts more work into these than I do into the Winnipeg Jets content. I'll put it that way. I'm just better at finding things to say on the fly, and I can kind of just pull things. He does a lot more notes and such, and a lot more practice on stuff. So yeah, do check his videos out, and also thank you for checking out. So my Tyler Bolin video was hilarious to me because I knew doing it. I wanted to make the video because it's a rooster playing hockey, and I'm like I gots to have a rooster playing hockey. Like that is great. And then somebody texted me on Twitter, and they're like, "Well, isn't technically he's not losing faith in the Jet system because he's in the Manitoba Moose, and that is a different system, right?" And I'm like, Bob, I understand what you're saying, but respectfully, it's a rooster playing hockey. Please leave me alone. Please understand, Bob. I had to post it. Have you heard of drop bears? No? Should I have? Question mark? Like, enlighten me on this one, because I have not heard of. They aren't that big, or the snakes or the bees. Yeah, but you see, you're mentioning snakes and bees, and that scares me and startles me, friend. Game should be starting any minute now. It is a Sportsnet broadcast, so I'm expecting it to start at like 7:10, 7:15. They're gonna probably do introductions. It's also Vegas, so there's gonna be some extra admin, but we should be started pretty soon, hopefully. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream. It really does help us out and helps people, like, it helps put it into the YouTube algorithms. It means a lot, guys. They look the same as koala bears, but they are predatory. Technically, koala bears are also predatory, too. Like, koalas, you can't fuck with koalas. Like, well, okay. Technically speaking, you shouldn't fuck with any type of bear, but, like, koalas do look adorable. They drop down on you from the trees. What? They do what? I'm sorry? So it's like a koala, it's like a SWAT koala bear. It's like a koala bear SWAT officer. They just drop down on you. That is horrifying. That is actually a nightmare. Imagine you're just chilling. You're just chilling on a park bench, and a SWAT bear koala bear, and a SWAT officer koala bear comes flying down and just starts mauling you to death. You're gonna be horrified that you're dying, but you're also gonna think, what the fuck did that do? Why did that happen? Where the fuck did that come from? Bro, that's a rough way to go. Ugh. But yes, welcome everyone. If you're new in the channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Carter added a couple things. You guys want to see? That's the whole point of Vegemite. They hate the smell. Are you serious? That's what it's for? I thought you guys were just making more spreads and stuff. Also, guess what Carter added? Eh? 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 Look at us! Growing our production value, lads. Yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Also, big shout out to the person who left a donation on the Tyler Boland video. You didn't have to do that, but that is fucking amazing. I was wild up. Swore probably got myself in trouble with the YouTube overlords now. God, they're showing all of the highlights, and I'm just watching the Vegas Golden Knights beat the Winnipeg Jets to get to the final, and it hurts every time. We're gonna be trying to do every single game in the Stanley Cup final as much as we can. I have 2 videos planned out. I have a video which will talk about the Stanley Cup playoffs from the lens of a Winnipeg Jets fan, which I'm actually really excited to do. Which is going to end with a very predictable ending. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a spoiler here. The ending of the video either ends with a picture of Paul Maurice hoisting the Stanley Cup, or Laurent Brossoit hoisting the Stanley Cup. It is a painful end. It's going to talk about Mike Easymont. It's going to talk about Paul Stastny. It's going to talk about a lot of things. I might mention in passing how many Winnipeggers are on the Golden Knights, but I don't want to keep riding that train because it hurts too much to think about. I know. But yeah, and then I also have a video with grades for all of the new players that joined the team last year. Include, like, from Kyle Capobianco to, like, who are still under contract, to guys like Nino Niederreiter, even to Rick Bonus and stuff like that. I'm excited for that video. That'll drop later. Carter's working on the thumbnail right now. Kangaroos are cool, but don't mess with. No, I know not to mess with kangaroos. That's not a problem at all. Game's about to start, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty excited. How are we feeling? Are we excited? Mickey, who do you think's winning game 1, by the way? Any score predictions? The good news is that the Jets got lit up by the Golden Knights so long ago. Most of these highlights are them scoring on 2 other teams. just please be a better Stanley Cup final. Like I'll say this. My favorite Stanley Cup final to watch, like in the last few years, I think the best Stanley Cup final to watch was the 2019 Stanley Cup final. I actually think that that was probably the best one where a team didn't get up and then had to just fight to stay alive. Like other ones were fine. I can't really count the two COVID ones because they just have a weird vibe to them. Like I'm happy that the Dallas Stars and Montreal Canadiens made it, but it doesn't like it's hard to rewatch those. Pretty excited, but just because I'm not a huge fan of either team. Well, if my team were here, I'd have a heart attack. I would too, but I'm a Jets fan, so I'm lucky. I don't have to worry about that. The good news is though, honestly too, I will say this. Live streaming for Jets games, and I'm gonna try to do a lot of it next year. I'm gonna try to do like a watch party, like what I did with the playoffs this year. It's actually really fun, but there's a huge disconnect. Like if the game's going bad, like if you go back and watch our game 5 live stream against the Vegas, it's not a fun time. It's a lot of just accepting defeat. To be fair though, we knew we were eliminated after game 3. Like I knew that the Jets were gonna have a slow romp after game 3, but still having to get that stuff reinforced. There is a dog driving a little Jeep. Well then. But yeah, like it's interesting. Although that being said, as a content creator, which is the words I'm going to use, not a YouTuber, because YouTubers make money, make a lot more money, and are a lot more popular. I'll say content creator, put it that way, which gives you a range from OnlyFans to small time YouTube. That's the range when people say they're content creators. But as a content creator who covers mainly the Winnipeg Jets, I will say getting those 5 games of playoffs was really helpful for the channel. It was nice to make. Technically, we made less money because last year I did like 2 live streams a day for the Stanley Cup Finals, like Stanley Cup playoffs. I do like one at 6 and one at 9, and then I do that every day, and we get like ad revenue. But like this year it was better because I actually got to make videos that did better. Like, and I love doing live streams, but there is something really nice about and really wholesome about knowing that you can do a video where you don't have to interact with people. And not saying that that's bad. It's just if you don't have to interact with people and you have their attention, it feels like a higher praise, if that makes sense. Like as somebody who's in education, like I am, if I can do this and not have a student ask questions, but they understand it, I feel like I've done my job. It's still great to get questions and to be able to answer those questions, but if I can hold someone's attention like that, then that's still really like I've succeeded in making a YouTube video if I can hold your attention till the end. Babcock is back. Yeah, he is. Yeah, Jay. Babcock is apparently back. Also, too, so Logan Mayu is due to have an interview with Gary Bettman. Stan Bowman and Joel Quinville are due to have interviews, and here's what I'm gonna say. Logan Mayu, I'm not happy with how his situation unfolded. However, all of the reports I've heard have been positive, and if we are like, and I don't, and this is not a Mitchell Miller situation. I feel like it needs to be said. This is one like it is the mistake he made is still horrible. However, in comparison to other situations where we have dropped the hammer on certain players, I understand why this one is viewed slightly differently. I do think Logan Mayu will eventually play in the NHL. As for Joel Quinville, I don't think he's going to coach for at least 2 to 3 more years. I don't want him coaching for 2 to 3 more years. Stan Bowman, I don't want him to have a job. I don't want, like, I'm going to put it right now. Like, Stan Bowman should be he should be so thankful that, he's tarnished the Bowman legacy here. Like, Scotty Bowman is arguably one of the greatest coaches in all of NHL history. And the only thing that we think about whenever we talk about Bowman is his shithead son. Stan Bowman covered up a sexual predator. Like, no, you should not be welcome back within any, and no team should hire you. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there are issues, like fundamental issues that other people have to take in that organization. Stan Bowman should not get a job anywhere else. I don't want him to get a job anywhere else. And also, too, he's one of those people that got so much money for the job that he had. I don't think he needs a job anywhere else. Dude could probably retire right tomorrow. He's doing it because he almost wants to clear your name. And you know what? I understand that mentality. You don't get to do that though. You don't get to pull. You don't get to just like push the reset button because you fucked up. Like, and you think you deserve another chance. You know who deserved other chances? People that were victims of sexual predators. They deserved other chances. You do not, Stan Bowman. Fuck you. Sorry, I don't mean to get like riled up about this, but it is so disheartening when I hear about like, oh, I just want to go back to like doing it. No, fuck you. You don't get another job with another team. You don't get a job with any team. Go directly to the KHL, Stan Bowman. Anyway, on to lighter things. Vegas's corny opening act. They're talking about they're on the panel now. Sorry guys, I'm sorry if that was a heavy topic. It's just I read about that and I got so fucking angry reading that text. Like I got so angry because I was like, what? This is such bullshit. This is such bullshit. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. If Gary Bettman caves on that, I'm just gonna be disappointed. I'm not even gonna be mad. I'm gonna be disappointed more than anything, because like we found out like a little while ago that like a year or two back that the hockey culture had to change to an extent. There were systemic issues in hockey culture, whether we wanted to admit it or not. And to give another chance like that so willingly for no reparation is such a slap in the face to the people that were victims of that hockey culture. Like you're that's like saying that you're not upset that it happened. You're upset you got caught, and that's the biggest slap in the face to me personally. Like I don't know. Anyway, Stanley Cup final, ladies and gentlemen. How are we feeling? Golden Knights coming out. Oh, they skipped the intro. They just skipped the intro. They went right to the players coming out. That was a 1 year thing, and they're like, you know what? Nah, fuck it. We don't need it. Hey, they get the memo. I will say this actually. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this. One of the best things you can experience is go to your hockey team's away game. It's so much stress, but it's so much more exciting. Like I stand by this statement. My favorite game of last year was the game like of this year for the Winnipeg Jets was the game against the Rangers I went to. It was the most fun I've ever had. It was a Connor Hellebuck masterclass, 50 save Hellebuck. And to be the only one celebrating in a crowd of people that are miserable and not have it be vindictive of me is really fun. Like to have it not be your fault that everyone else is in a miserable mood and you're happy and you totally justified in being happy is kind of like a rare like if you're competitive like me, it felt really nice. Like I didn't try to rub it into any Rangers fans, but like it's a 4-1 game. They felt it themselves. All right, so I think they're gonna do player introductions. I've seen this where they'll do like player introductions for both teams, like just the starting five for each team, and I like that. Actually, I think that's a cool thing to do for just the Stanley Cup Final. I remember they did that in Nashville, and that was really cool. Maybe they haven't done it for a couple years. They did that in the 2017 Stanley Cup Final in Game One and Game Three, and that was very neat. Don't forget to share the link around, guys. Happy you're all here. Means a lot. God, Vegas can't win. Vegas has to not. Vegas has to lose. Like I mean this in the nicest way. Vegas, they do that in the NBA too. Do they do that for the finals? I didn't know. I'm not a big NBA guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know, shocking. The 5'9" lanky kid, not a big NBA fan. What a surprise! Oh, I think they're doing it now. There's a fair bit of red in that crowd, I think. Granted, it could be Vegas's third jersey, but I don't know. Panthers fans might have traveled, and like the hardcore Panthers fans, and they do exist. We're not gonna laugh at it. Oh, here they go. Yeah, they're introducing the other team. They're introducing Nick Cousins, Mark Stahl. Oh, Bennett's gonna get booed hard. Here's what I'm curious for: when this series shifts back to Florida, Riley Smith and Jonathan Marchessault are gonna get booed out of the building. And now Matthew Kachuk, some cool camera panning here. Yeah. Oh, you'll love to see it, right? And now we go back to Sergei Bobrovsky. Did you guys hear about Sergei Bobrovsky? I feel like I say this every time Sergei Bobrovsky's on screen. But did you guys hear about how much weight this guy loses? Absolute wild. He loses like 20 pounds per game, especially in the playoffs where he's just like dehydrated practically all the time. Maddening. Ugh. Martinez on defense to start with Alex Pietrangelo. I absolutely hate how the Stanley Cup patch looks on. I don't even hate that it's on that corner, but when it's that close to a letter, it looks bad. Yeah, like the Stanley Cup patch, admittedly, like Nicola Waugh is out there right now. He like the fourth line for Vegas is out there to start. The way that it like the patch looks on like the normal jerseys is fine. The problem is once it's bunched up next to the letter, then it looks bad. We'll switch to first period because I feel like people are gonna tune in and be like, "Oh my god, no, the game's not even started yet." I'm not gonna stick around, and then they'll leave, which I understand. I understand. I too have watched live streams. We'll say our goal is 15 likes in the live stream. Ugh. Yeah, no, it is wild. He looks like a stick out of his equipment. He looks like a twig. Woo! Aiden Hill starting in net tonight. This will be an interesting goaltending matchup. Both these goaltenders have shown all the odds, have battled against all odds here to get here. One has faced the unlikely journey of being the starter when he probably wouldn't have been anywhere near starting position. And the other has faced just the unrelenting journey of having the roughest road to the Stanley Cup final ever. Like I don't think there's many realities where the Panthers make the finals, and they do now. They're doing the anthems right now, doing the anthem because lest we forget, all our Canadian teams have fallen. Arrested Bob is scary, but Arrested Florida team as a whole is concerning. You see that? I agree with that. Um, but I also don't know how that affects teams. Like I've seen teams crumble because of they were riding this high and then it just wore off with like a week's rest. I don't know if this is good for the Panthers. I think we're gonna have to see. I think they might be okay. You know what? I'm gonna say right now. Great job, great job. Okay, Vegas, fair play. Vegas has a sign language translator right next to the guy singing. Class act on that. I don't like a lot of things that Vegas does. That is a class act. Having a translator next to him that will sign language, that's great. Love that. I Honestly, I don't know. I almost want to say I wish I knew somebody deaf in my life, just because then it would kind of force me to like pick up some things naturally. You know what I know? But I unfortunately don't. I haven't known anyone with that's really too bad hard of hearing, other than of course like my elderly grandparents, so to speak, which is that just comes with time. But yeah, no, that's a good move. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, all four of you. Um, welcome to the game. Oh no, we're not done. What are we doing now? Who are you? Oh, Michael Buffer, the inferior buffer or the superior buffer, depending on where your allegiance rides. I personally prefer Bruce over Michael, but you know what? They both carved out a little path for themselves. He's gonna say, "Let's get ready to rumba," so I don't get sued when I say it. Here we go. See, here's the thing. I fucking hate the owner of the Golden Knights. He just buys things. It's like watching the Golden Knights is like watching the Yankees. You can't like it because you're just like, oh, you're just paying for things. And like, here's the thing: if Florida doesn't win now, I don't think they're gonna get a better chance, and I don't think Sergei Bobrovsky's gonna get a better chance. If the Knights don't win, it's no big deal. They'll be back here. Like, I think the Golden Knights as a whole, as an organization, are too good of a hockey team, frustratingly good of a hockey team, to not. And here we go. Panthers win the opening draw. Fires the puck into the attacking zone. Oh, Panthers have it in the offensive zone behind the net. Looking to pass it back to the point. Gets a cycle going. Already some sticks down on the ice. A lot of pushing and shoving to start in this game, which is the perfect atmosphere you want. Wes McCauley is the main official for this game. Wes McCauley and Dan O'Rourke. Big hit on the boards there as the puck goes into the Panthers' end. Interesting to see when the penalties will come into effect and how early we see a call. I think the refs are going to let him play for the first two shifts or so. But if there's any obvious, like a sticking infraction, I think that's where they're going to draw the line. Vegas puts it in the attacking zone. Eichel has it on the boards. Top of the circle, back to the point, waiting. Down low, shot that gets blocked by the Panthers. Panthers look to cycle it out of their own zone. Working it out. Gets it over the blue line. Dumps it deep into the zone. This will be icing against the Florida Panthers for the first whistle of the Stanley Cup final. Oh man, I had no clue Michael existed. Yeah, no, he's the let's get ready to rumble. I did it bad enough, so I don't think I'm gonna get sued by him. Because every time someone says that, he makes money. He coined the phrase. It's a smart business position. I'll say that. Face off in the Panthers zone. Panthers win the draw. Gudas looks to flip it out of the zone. Doesn't make it past the blue line. Knights hold it in. Now they lose it. Panthers over center ice will dump it into the zone. Hill out of his net to play it. Passes it over to the defender. Up the ice. Big hit there on Nicholas Hag. Bobrovsky out of his net to play it. Sends it up the wing for his forward. Panthers now take it over the blue line. Towards shot. Glove save there by Aiden Hill. He kind of spun over, like he caught it and then just went. But yeah, nice save by Aiden Hill. First shot on goal of the game, if they count it. Okay, yeah, it wasn't gonna go wide. You never know. Sometimes they'll like really be like real testy on it, and if a goalie makes a save, but they think it's going wide. But yeah, first save of the night for Aiden Hill. I don't hate Aiden Hill's goalie mask. I gotta tell you, as a fellow goalie, and a big goalie mask enthusiast, decent design there, decent design. Yeah, six players from the left from the original Vegas team. Face off in the Vegas end here. 18:28 to go in the first period. 0-4-1 record, season record versus the Golden Knights at T-Mobile Arena. So the Panthers have never won a single game against the Vegas Golden Knights ever, I guess, at in T-Mobile. So, I guess yeah, they wouldn't play them otherwise. Pass out front, shot that gets blocked, and that shot goes wide. First good look there by the Golden Knights. Back to the point, waiting, fires, that goes wide. Panthers pick it up in their own zone. Looking to move it out. Missed on the pass here, and this will be icing against the Florida Panthers. Nearly trouble there early for the Panthers. This is what Vegas does, though. Vegas has bodies in the low areas of the offensive zone, just waiting to pounce on you if you make mistakes with the puck. They will make you pay. They are not a team that sits back in the offensive zone and waits for lanes to open up. They create those lanes. And they create passing lanes too, which is doubly dangerous. Panthers win the draw, they'll send it out of the zone. Vegas goes D to D, looking to work it out, gets checked there. Puck's bouncing around in the neutral zone, goes into the attacking zone for the Vegas Golden Knights. Eichel gets spun around there, another big hit along the boards. Panthers look to break it out of their own zone. Over center. Vegas has it in their own zone. Gudas is a menace. He is. Physically, Radko Gudas is a menace for sure. He's always been, but this has definitely been his most complete playoff run type of play, I'd say. He's usually one thing or the other, but right now, this is the most complete Radko Gudas we've seen. Back to the top of the circle. Fires! That gets blocked by the Vegas Golden Knights. Good look there by Radko Gudas. Couldn't make it towards the net, though. Panthers now enter the attacking zone. Cuts down low beside the net. Waiting. Shot through traffic. That doesn't make it to the net. Panthers still on it, though. Behind the net. Waiting. Beside the net. Easy save there by Aiden Hill. Battling in front for the puck. Panthers have it again. Shot. That goes wide. Panthers now have it near the blue line. Vegas picks it up. Looking to work it out. Big. Oh, no. Okay. Puck got out of line. Puck got out of the zone. Someone nearly got decapitated on the Vegas Golden Knights near the blue line there. Welcome, Davidson, to the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. It means a lot. Go Panthers, go. Understandable. Fire shot, stopped by Aiden Hill. 100-mile-an-hour slap shot from Gustav Forsling. Stopped cold by Aiden Hill, and we get a whistle. Harry, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Nice to see you, friendo. How are we doing tonight? Oh, Harry, can I ask you, this is a tough question. I understand that. What are your opinions on Logan Mailloux getting an interview with Gary Bettman? I know. I don't mean to throw you into the lion's den, but you are the most reliable Habs fan that I know, and I wanted to know your thoughts on that. I think that eventually he will play in the NHL. I just don't know if quite yet. But I will admit that he's in a better situation than most people that go through disciplinary actions. He's actually shown decent leadership qualities on his hometown team, on his home team. Vegas wins the draw, looking to work it out of their own zone. Oh, nearly gets checked there. One of the Panthers players loses his stick, so he has to go back to the bench. What are you doing? Turnover shot! What a save by Bobrovsky! Okay, who's number 5 on the Florida Panthers? Owes Bobrovsky a steak dinner. So, Mans loses his stick and then gets to the blue line, stops 42 from getting it, and then goes to kick the puck forward, kicks it right to the Vegas Golden Knights player. 2-on-1 creates a breakaway chance in on Bobrovsky. I think 24-25. He's given a 1-year suspension from the NHL, but allowed in the AHL, and that's where he plays. Okay, yeah, that's all I thought. Honestly, it's a better situation than most of the people that were having things. That was the dumbest defensive play I've ever seen. Off the draw shot, stopped by Bobrovsky. Another shot, another save by Sergei Bobrovsky off the Martinez shot, and we will get a whistle at 16:03. Yeah, that was so dumb. That was such a dumb defensive play. But yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. I was saying that, apparently Logan Mailloux wanted interviews. Stan Bowman wanted interviews, and so did, Joel Quinville. Welcome, Vernon. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a fun start to game 1. Happy to have you here. Let us know who you are predicting to win this game. Let us know. And the series, actually. But yeah, and like with Joel Quinville, I think he still needs to wait 2 to 3 years minimum before he should coach again. And Stan Bowman, I don't want him to ever have another job anywhere near the NHL. That's my we talked about this before the game, but throw the book at Stan Bowman. He has put such disgrace on this league. What about Slava Voynov? I'm not even ready for that discussion. I haven't looked up his situation in so long. Florida in 6. Well, maybe. 15:25 to go. Panthers have it behind their own net. Looking to work it out. Gets it out of the zone. Enters the attacking zone. Yeah, offside here though against the Panthers as Bennett took it on his backhand, carried over, didn't maintain possession, put himself offside. Slava Voynov, that's the physical abuse case, isn't it? If there's proof to physical abuse, I prefer you don't play in the NHL. I think we could say that, right? If you've been found guilty of domestic violence or physical abuse, I don't want you playing in the NHL. Honestly, because honestly too, and here's this is more comedic than this is more of a comedic thing than anything. But if you have problems with hurting people outside of your life, then you're not really utilizing hockey to the best of your ability because hockey gives you an outlet to an extent let out physical damage on people legally through fighting and clean hits. If you can't handle that, I don't fucking know what you're gonna do. Shot is nice save there by Aiden Hill on 3-on-2. Back the other week on the Vegas Golden Knights on the 2-on-2. Possible chance that gets broken up by the defense. Like, if you can't be an upstanding citizen, and you have hockey in your life, it's like when people are like get into physical altercations outside of playing like football. Like, you fucking idiot. You have a sport that lets you body check people for a living, and you still need to let your fists out on people in public? You fucking moron. You're dumb. Dumbest, dumb, dumb, dumb. Anyway, Vegas has it in the offensive zone. There's my 2 cents on that. I think it's pretty agreeable what I'm saying there. Vegas trying to get some zone time in the offensive end. Puck gets forced out. Panthers will regroup now in their own zone as it gets pushed in, but there is no Vegas players there waiting for them. Thank you so much for tuning in, by the way, everyone. If this is your first time, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It means a lot. Shot that gets deflected over up and out of the play, and we will get another whistle in the Florida end. Good look there by Mark Stone, but just couldn't get it past. Gudis, nice save off Gudis there. And then a nice defensive play by the Panthers to break up this chance. I think we got commercial break. How are we all feeling? It's been a hot start to the Stanley Cup final, honestly. I wish it was something that I knew ESPN would post about, but I know they won't because ESPN doesn't know how to market hockey, even though hockey's really marketable when you think about it. Just post highlights. Just post hits. Just post, like, honestly, half the time, they don't even need to post goals. If they just posted fights and big hits, people would love hockey that much more. They don't know how to fundamentally promote hockey, which is frustrating because TNT does it 500 times better. TNT knows how to promote hockey. Like, and I don't think that Shaquille O'Neal or Charles Barkley are the biggest hockey fans. They're willing to try, though. They're trying. Who gets the first goal? If it is for the Vegas Golden Knights, Ivan Barbashev. If it is for the Florida Panthers, Sam Reinhart. Those are my picks. I think because here's the thing. Here's why I'm gonna pick them. They are under the radar players that are a part of the reason of their team's success, but not the standout players. And both teams have amazing still rocking the sash. I am. I shaved the beard and it's come back a little bit, but when I went to my girlfriend I said, "So, like, I'm getting rid of my playoff beard." She's like, "Can you keep the mustache?" And I said, "Okay, babe. I'll keep the mustache." But yes, Joshua. Also, Joshua, you are stuck with me for one more year because guess what? Kyle Capobianco has a 2-year contract. I forgot this. Kyle Capobianco is signed to a 2-year contract with the Winnipeg Jets. So you're stuck with me for one more year, Joshua. Who knows? We might sign more former Arizona Coyotes. Brett Ritchie and Nick Ritchie might be on our radar. But yeah, I think with both teams having such stellar, this is icing here against the Vegas Golden Knights. With both teams having such stellar centermen that are uh, amazing two-way players with Barkov and Stone, I think it'll be a line that is not as well covered. Like the middle six line will come out and be the first team to open up the scoring. That'll break through those defensive structures. That's my prediction. I actually have a video coming out on Kyle Capobianco. I have a video coming out where I talk about all of the acquisitions the Jets made with a grading system. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Kyle Capobianco does not get a high rating. I love Kyle. I love Capo. He's not getting a high rating. The highest ranking will be going to Nino Niederreiter. Nobody's getting an F, which is honestly nicer to some players than they should be. But yes, he's getting a fair rating. He passes. Florida gets the first goal. Woo, a prediction. Vegas has in the attacking zone. A cross chance that goes wide. Oh, you nearly jinxed it, Davidson. You nearly jinxed it. Puck goes back into the Vegas end here. Shot count is 3-3. 12:45. No penalties so far, but again, I kind of talked about this earlier. I don't expect any penalties to happen unless there's a bad stick infraction or later into the game, really. They're going to let him play. It's the game one of Stanley Cup Finals. You got to let them just have that feeling out process. You don't want the refs to be the story in the playoffs. That's never a good thing. And the Stanley Cup Finals is its own mecca. So, big hit by Ryan Lombard in the corner. Turnover fires. That goes wide. Rebound. And Aiden Hill stops that. Ryan Lombard taking liberties in the corner, though. Nice, clean check. Creates a scoring chance from it. He needs to get in more games and get comfortable along with anybody else you want to bring up. I think to be fair though, let's put it this way. Capobianco is no world beater, but I think you and I can both admit we're just happy that Kyle Capobianco gets paid to play hockey. He's still in the NHL. Like, to be fair, with how the Winnipeg Jets were running things, there was a chance he could have got waived to go to the AHL. But I'm guessing he is such an amazing human being that they kept him up there for the NHL because Kyle Capobianco has done everything we've pretty much asked for him as a seventh defenseman. He hasn't got too many points, but he's got a game-winning goal under his belt, so there's that, and an extra one just for good measure. Icing here against the Vegas Golden Knights. I think for spoiler territory from a future video, I'm gonna look what I gave Kyle Capobianco as a rating because I gave everyone one. I'm not gonna tell you guys the other ones. I will tell you what I gave Kyle Capobianco. I gave Kyle Capobianco a C-. I think that's a fair rating. Hello, Ranting. How you doing? What's up, Nolan Brothers? Let's go, nobody. Hope you guys are good. I'm doing well, actually. I've been working a lot at our minor league baseball stadium, so that's been fun for me. Reffing a bit too. Been getting excited to cover a lot of Jets moves. Like it sucks losing players, but like from a content creation point of view, it's fun making it. Shot stopped there by Aiden Hill. Rebound, another shot that gets stopped as well. Aiden Hill covers up. And he's getting a little hot right now under the collar. Temperature's rising a bit. Aiden Hill's got to be... Oh my god, they are all pushing and shoving. So the only thing that... Bobrovsky is getting a little upset. Imagine both goalies got into a fight in game one of the Stanley Cup Final. That would be absolutely insanity. So I think we're about to have our first penalties of the game. That scrum was too long to not give out penalties. It'll be curious to see who gets the power play. I think Vegas might because in pushing Aiden Hill, the Florida Panthers restarted a new conflict, and I think the refs will see that as something. Like if I'm reffing this game, I'm probably giving it to at least in minor league hockey. I'm giving the Panthers the first penalty here. I'm fine. I'd be happy if they didn't, but here's the thing: Aiden Hill walks over, and then. Yeah, and then you go over and you push the goalie. Oh, he hit him with the blocker, though. Oh, 9. C+, mine B- in my opinion. Joshua, I understand what you're saying. I'll put it this way, though. the highest ranking player that I have in grades is Nino Niederreiter with a B plus. Like I understand what you're saying, but my bell curve I think is fair. It's a B, like the highest rating I have is a B plus, and the lowest I have is a D. So I think C minus is not too bad. So it will be Nick Cousins will take the only penalty here. It'll be a roughing penalty for Nick Cousins. And you know what? Probably the right call. Probably the right call. You can't just after the scrum is done turn around and start a new scrum by pushing the goalie. That'll all refs don't like that. Also, too, goalies can't really defend themselves because if they do defend themselves with a blocker, they're suspended. So like there is a level of like I get this. I understand this. He didn't need the extra shot. So they're fixing the net right now because they have the little the pegs they which are harder than normal pegs. If you see normal pegs for minor hockey, it's like little metal pieces. What they do is they have the metal piece, but they have this plastic over it. So if players crash into it, it doesn't like break their neck. Nino is good. I see your position. Right. Like I was saying, like my bell curve, like I gave no A's out. I gave no F's and I gave no A's. So everyone from there. Panthers win the draw and they'll dump it down the ice. Power play though to Vegas. First power play of the night. Nick Cousins in the box for roughing. Vegas' power play in the Western Conference Final was 3 for 14. So a little room for improvement on the high-powered offense of the Vegas Golden Knights. Then again, both teams have a somewhat decent defensive structure. Down low in the zone. To the wall. Waiting. Back to the point. Across top of the circle. Waiting. Tries to put it through the seam. That gets deflected up and out of play, and we will get a whistle. 10:49 to go in the first period. Shot count 6-3 for the Florida Panthers. Thank you once again, all of you guys, for tuning in. No, I haven't done a live stream in a while. To be fair, there hasn't been much to live stream in a while. But yeah, I won't be able to live stream a lot of these Stanley Cup final games. I didn't realize that Dallas forcing the series to 6 games kind of fucked me because it meant that it carried over until like I'm working gold eyes. Another puck out of play again here at 10:46. I'm working gold eyes for most of these Stanley Cup finals. I know. I'm sorry. But all they have to do is if this series goes to 5 or 6 games, we're good. We're good. Because they should be done covering it by then. Also, I think Carter will be around to help live stream these. And honestly, guys, please be super nice. Carter has really stepped up here. Also, if you're a fan of the Canadian Football League, check out Carter's video on the preseason and tell him what you thought of it. Shot. Nice save there by Bobrovsky. Vegas still has in the attacking zone. Back to the point. Waiting to the wall. A minute left to play in the power play. Turns it over. Panthers pick it up. Panthers, they got a couple numbers back the other way. Waiting. Wraparound shot. He scores! Eric Staal and the Florida Panthers have broken the tie. Welcome back to the Stanley Cup Finals, Eric Staal. And the Panthers have scored shorthanded to make this a 1-0 game. Did not see that coming. Honestly, this is a perfect play. Waiting, wrap around, and the puck goes in. This is it, though. This is kind of what I was saying, though. There's great defensive structure on both teams. It's going to take a guy who's not on the radar to score. Eric Staal is definitely not on the fucking radar. He's on no radars. 44 seconds still to go in the power play, though. Knights could get the equalizer real quick here. But that is a big boost by the Florida Panthers to score the first goal. At 9:40, he's second to the playoffs. At 9:40, shorthanded, Eric Staal will score with the assist to Anton Lundell. Hasn't it been a time? Anton Lundell, former rookie a couple years back, absolutely been a great addition to the Florida Panthers. But yes, icing here against the Vegas Golden Knights with 25 seconds left to go on the power play. Welcome. Thank you so much. If you're just tuning in, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. We're having fun. We're talking about anything. and everything. Oh my god. So that's his 100th career playoff game for Eric Stahl, I believe, is what they're saying. Eric Stahl, Thunder Bay product. So Luongo gets a ring if the Panthers win the cup, right? I didn't just dream that. Because he technically has a job with them. So I'm happy. It's not just like one of those, like, it's not like when they had, like, Brett Hall as an alumni guy just hanging around the St. Louis Blues at the 2019s. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the penalty is over here. Hang on. I gotta just find out where Carter put it. Power play is over. The only damage done to the Vegas Golden Knights. Oh, chance out front. Waiting. Fires. That gets shot wide. Knights still have it. Shot. Another stop by Bobrovsky. Panthers can't get it out. Shot deflected wide. Also worth noting, the Panthers were the only team to register a shot on that power play, on that Vegas power play. So, not a great start, but you know what? Long game ahead. 8:40 to go still in this first period. Pucks in the Florida zone. Along the boards. Panthers will get it out. Looking to get over the line. Can't get it past the blue line. Vegas will dump it in. We have a delayed penalty coming up. The Vegas Golden Knights are getting have a delayed penalty right now. And just like that, the Florida Panthers will get their first opportunity on the man advantage. Don't know where this happened. This would have had to be super recent because Vegas dumps the puck in, and the guy's arm is up. So this had to be super recent. Ooh, okay. I don't know who they gave the penalty to on that because there's like three. Uh, there's like three players on the Golden Knights near the bench there that doesn't let Matthew Tkachuk out. We'll have to see. We're at commercial break right now. How are we all? What are we all thinking of? What are all your guys' thoughts on the game? How are we feeling watching such a great, fantastic hockey game like this? Oh, did I not plug in the charger? Oh, I'm fucking dumb. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm like, why is the computer running out of battery? Because I didn't fucking plug it in. Imagine a shorty from Vegas now. Oh! Line A is just cooking. My man's cooking up a script right now. Man got the script to the Stanley Cup final leaked and is just letting us in on it right now. Yeah. Happy you guys are all here. No. So I got those two videos planned. I'm also gonna do a Blake Wheeler video, where I just talk about just buyout or trade or keep Blake Wheeler. What do you do? Let him cook. Let him absolutely cook. Man's Heisenberg because his shit is tight. But yeah, no, I'm excited to make a couple videos. Also, too, we're gonna be a lot of trades. There's gonna be a lot of guys whose contracts they're not gonna re-sign with Winnipeg. I will cover every single signing. I think this week has showed you with covering 3 players that went to fucking Germany that played only on our AHL team. I think that's told you that I am covering every fucking transaction I can. Big opportunity here for the Florida Panthers. If they could score on this power play, get some separation there. Just so you know, just so you don't keep calling me Patrick Lionel, it's Lane. But parents put an I in there for some reason. Are your parents Finnish? Because, like, okay, Lane, sorry. So we are admitting, Lane, that your parents fucked up and not me fucking up. It is your parents' fault. But yes. Panthers. Lose the draw there, had to go get the puck, bring it back into the offensive zone. Vegas looks to send it around. This will go all the way down the ice. In my opinion, since he's longest serving 2.0 Jet, let him retire Jet. He deserves it. I understand what you're saying, Blake. I don't agree though. Like I feel like you have to haul him. Also, too, Blake Wheeler, he's been there for long. He's been there for so long. He deserves another run at a cup, and he's not going to get it here. If you want, have him do a 1-day signing. Shot, say off the post! Off the post! Shot from the pot. Oh, shot deflected. That goes wide. Panthers were that close to a 2-0 game. And Vegas will dump it down the ice with 56 seconds to go on the power play. Off the bar. Like, I feel like you trade Blake Wheeler at the deadline for assets. Like, I'll talk about it in my video, but like, you trade him for assets and you give him one more chance at the cup, and he deserves to have one more chance at the cup. And also too, I think even after his contract with the Winnipeg is done, I understand he lives here and he has ties here. I think though, for like, if we trade him at the trade deadline, I don't think he'll be upset about that. I think it'll be like a Claude Giroux thing or maybe a Ryan O'Reilly thing. Like, I get it. You want me to try to win a cup. Like, get it. Shot! That gets blocked by the Knights. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Florida holding it in. Back to the point. Waiting. Walking down low. Waiting. Waiting again. Out front. That doesn't get going. Back to the point. Penalty is over. Shot. That goes wide. Deflected and up and on a play. And the Golden Knights will be 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. German, Dutch, and Russian is my lineage. Oh, that's an odd one. That's odd. Like, it is a neat combination. You don't see that often either. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I used to go to a youth group when I was with somebody who went to church a lot. I went to a youth group that was like German. It was like German and Russian, and there was a hint of Brazilian in there. It's an interesting combination. I'll put it that way. A lot of lovely people there. A lot of lovely people. I'll say. I don't necessarily agree with their food, but I'm a picky eater. Panthers have it in the offensive zone. Sending it around. Vegas will now take possession. 6 minutes to go in the first period here. It's been a lively one. Oh, a little bit of step here. Vegas gets it in the attacking zone. Down low in the zone. Turns it over. Florida back the other way. Florida looks to flip it in. They can't. Now they're going to be... Oh, not quite off sideline. Shot. That gets stopped by Hill. Super Moron. I want the Caps to win. Is that possible? The Caps to win. Is that possible? I wish. But no. We are forced. Actually, I don't know if I'd want the Caps to win. I would have wanted the Caps to beat Vegas again, but not Florida. I'm happy if Florida wins the Stanley Cup. I would have been mad if you told me Florida was in the Stanley Cup final like earlier. I'd be really angry. I'm not that mad anymore. It's not a big deal. Florida has it in their own zone behind the net. Welcome, by the way, to the stream. If this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, no, we are 19 subscribers away from 1,500, which is a goal of ours. Vegas, looking it around. Shots 8-3 Florida. Wow, I'm surprised. Yeah, it really sometimes, though, it also matters how well teams are buying into blocking shots, too. And the Florida shot blocking has been on point for the last couple while. Vegas has in the attacking zone. Trying to get set up a cycle here. Really struggling to get one properly set up. They're just kind of like cycling it around the entire net. And a cycle is a cycle, for anyone who doesn't know, is when the two wingers and the centerman are moving it around the down low in the zone to get a better position on the puck, better position on the play. Unlike another type of cycle where you're just setting it around the outside of the offensive zone. That's different. Randy, welcome to the stream. Hey, Zach, where's Carter? Carter's at our grandparents right now. It's just me today. They asked if I was live streaming. I told them yes, and they're just like, oh, all good. Because I work at Goldeyes in a couple days, so I want to get my live streams out when I can. Panthers send it in the attacking zone. Vegas on it now. Hill sends it to his defender. Under 4 to go in this first period. Been an interesting one. I'd say a higher tempo start to the first period, but it's still there. Shot. Nice save there by Bobrovsky. He'll play it around the net. It's weird though. We've never seen penalty here against Florida. Cousins might be going off again. And it looks like the Vegas Golden Knights are going to have their second power play of the night. Carter eating Nona's cookie. I don't know what they're cooking over. I think they were barbecuing over there actually. Really? That's the penalty? That looks a little weak to me personally. Hmm. Personally, I would have let that. I would let that slide, but okay. Did Gudis get injured? I don't. Did are you hearing that? He might just have less time on ice right now. They were getting hemmed in their own zone for a little while. We're at commercial break right now. I'll look into it on Twitter in the. I'll take a peek at Twitter right now, but I don't think there's any problem. I could be wrong though. What did somebody say about Brad Lambert? Hang on. I'm legally required to read everything. Yeah, okay, good. Brad Lambert is going to be our savior, ladies and gentlemen. I don't. Let me check here. Radko Gudis. Let's see if we've heard anything about Radko Gudis. Radko Gudis, latest. Headed to the dressing room. Radko Gudis is heading to the dressing room. Don't know what happened, but not a good sign if you're the Panthers. He's done a really good job of like nursing Mahura's minutes, so not a great sign. My toxic trait is thinking Vegas will win the cup. Really? My toxic trait is knowing Vegas will probably win the cup. My toxic trait is actually, I'll say this. My toxic trait is whenever the Jets get like a win streak, I always tell myself, great, now we're going to make the playoffs. And we're not going to make the playoffs. Like, my toxic trait was thinking the 2021-2022 Jets can make the playoffs. It's going to be interference on Mahura. I don't agree with this call. I think this is a really soft call by the official here, but nonetheless. Vegas to the power play. Florida sends it out of the zone, and Vegas has to regroup. Welcome, Alejandro. How you doing? I see here. Vegas so far 0 for 1 on the power play, and they've given up a shorty to boot. Vegas takes in the attacking zone. Turns it over again. Panthers will get it out. They'll get the clear. Minute 30 to go in the power play here. Vegas re-enters the zone. Leaves it there. Across, wide open. Deke stopped by Bobrovsky. What a save off of Mark Stone. Sergei Bobrovsky is on. Absolutely on tonight. Wide open. Mark Stone all the time in the world. Bobrovsky says, nah, we're not going to do that. Good Lord, he's so good. He's so good. Absolutely cracked. Panthers flip it out of the zone to start right after the whistle there. A minute 10 left in this power play. Vegas has got their looks, though. It's just been shot out front. They score! Jonathan Marchessault on the power play! And the Knights have tied the game. It's a power play goal. Jonathan Marchessault ties it up. And we got a game, ladies and gentlemen. The least liked member of the Golden Knights gets Vegas Golden Knights' first goal of the Stanley Cup final. Just beats Bobrovsky. Like, Bobrovsky does everything he can to stop this puck. He's almost there, too. And now, Jonathan Marchessault, his 10th of the playoffs on the power play, assisted by Chandler Stevenson and Shea Theodore. And now we are back equal. And now it'll be to see, like, the pushback for both teams, obviously. Back the other way come the Panthers, looking to cut around, waiting, across, fires, that's wide, shot again, blocked. I don't get that. If you're a Panthers player and you're like 2 steps from the net, just turn it. Just turn and fire. You're like on the why are you looking for the pass? I don't know. My cup of tea. Just my 2 cents on that. Big hit there on the wall. Again, if I'm the Panthers, I'm not crazy about that power play to begin with, but nonetheless, such is life. Back the other way. Vegas takes it in the attacking zone. Under 2 to go in this first period. Ooh, that could have been bad if he hit him in the head there. Nearly hit him in the head. Vegas has it in the attacking zone. The depth for the Golden Knights going to work here. Moving it around. A minute 33 to go. Back to the point. Fires. Blocked. Florida picks it up. Turns it over in the neutral zone. Vegas now looking to move out of their own end through neutral ice. Puck's bouncing around. I will say this, like, even though the Panthers have only scored short-handed, they've looked good offensively. Like, for plenty times in this game. Has, like, 3 missed or 4 missed goals. Yeah, a wraparound shot, stopped by Bobrovsky! And play continues. Vegas again, fires, waiting, rebound, can't get the shot off. Florida picks it up. Florida's got numbers if they can. Oh, they can't connect on the pass. Okay. Back the other way comes Vegas, though. Diving play by the defense there to break that up. 43 seconds left. Sending it around. Shot. Stop there. That goes wide. Florida sends it down the ice. This will be icing against the Panthers. Florida is gassed right now. They're getting worked over a little bit in the zone. They got to be careful here. Not a good time if you are the Florida Panthers. You got to reset here. Yes, you got scored on, but you got to regroup, and just settle it down. Like, there's only 31 seconds here. You cannot give up another goal in quick succession, or you're gonna feel the effects of that. Cousins is at a minute 15 shift. I don't think it's a crazy assumption to make. Cousins has not had a good game. Like, Nick Cousins has had a really ugly first period. Like, he had chances, yes, but I'd argue at that point, like, getting chances is not good enough. If you get, like, 3 chances in one period, you gotta score on one of them. 14 seconds left, Florida fires it in. Like, he took the first penalty of the game, and by sheer luck, the Panthers scored. Like, he had nothing to do with what he did. Panthers scored shorty. That'll do it for the first period, ladies and gentlemen. Score 1-1 as we go to the intermission. Like, Nick Cousins has looked awful so far. We talk about Jason. I talk about Mahura's penalty, and I don't think it's a penalty. I think it's a really weak call. Nick Cousins' penalty is without a doubt a penalty. Like, he just punches the goalie for no reason, just because he wants to start things. And, like, refs are smarter than that at this point in time. In this, like, you're up to the Stanley Cup Finals. People know who to watch for. So he punches the goal, he gets a penalty. He, by sheer luck that had nothing to do with him, like, skill by the Panthers, luck by him because he had nothing to do with it. They score to get the lead, and then he looks absolutely like he gets 3 more opportunities, doesn't do anything with them, looks gassed to hell, and then gets caught on a couple long shifts. Like, you're not helping Nick. Do something. I don't think there hasn't been any, like, Vegas Golden Knights players that I look at and been like, oh, you've had an awful game. That being said, the amount of panic that is in front of the Vegas end, like, don't get me wrong, Vegas had plenty of opportunities in that first period too. I don't see a sense of panic on the Florida Panthers that I do on the Vegas Golden Knights when they're getting worked out in those offensive chances. Like, there's legitimate fear on those, and I don't want to say which one is the right way to take things, because you always got to take every single scoring chance super seriously, and you got to give it your all to break that down. I don't want to say who's justified in their approach and how you handle a defensive breakdown. Vegas looks horrified. Who are we rooting for? Probably the Panthers, but honestly, I'm not gonna go over the top bias, because I don't think that makes for good commentary. I am trying to play it down the middle. I can have an opinion on who I would like to win, but it's not gonna affect me overall. Like Florida looks very relaxed in their defensive schemes, even when plays break down. However, it would be in their best interest if they showed a little more a little more intensity there, and it probably would have shut down the Jonathan Marchessault goal because their guys are just puck watching because they're expecting Bobrovsky almost to make that save, and you have to insulate properly. You got to get sticks in the way. You can't just give the shot to Bob. You have to also shut down the passing lanes. He can't. Not every shot should make it to the net. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you're doing good at blocks, but not every passing lane should hit their mark. You have to break some things up. Panthers with Paul Maurice? Yeah, right. What do you think of Biz? I think he's okay. I'm just gonna say just okay. I don't even I and I don't want him to win. Fair enough, Joshua. Fair enough. You're entitled to that. Mark Leggy is not our kicker this season. He got cut today. Did he? Well, yeah. He sent him. Like Castillo nailed his kicks. So like, yeah. True, Vegas seems like the moment they are down or overworked, it's like shit, shit, shit. It's like that meme where it's like shit, 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 and they're just staring at each other. And Florida is just like, okay, remain calm. It's okay. But like again, and what does that happen? That's caused both like it hasn't got like I'd say it didn't cause Vegas's goal against. It caused Florida's goal against. Was just like it's fine. Vegas's goal against was literally being like, "Oh, we're on the power play, right? Yes, but you still do have to defend." I did not know that, and they get scored on. But yeah, no, Biz is interesting to me. Biznet is okay. However, I don't like when Paul Biznet goes like I look at like former players and how they're doing for analysts. I appreciate Paul Biznet's candidness about certain topics. I like that he um I like how open he is to discuss certain topics with a level of honesty and openness. However, I also hate how he approaches certain topics. I like how he's willing to talk, how he's willing to open up about conversations. I hate how he's willing to talk about them sometimes, though. Like sometimes he just says things, and like you even see like I'm gonna put it this way: if Wayne Gretzky's on the panel, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. If Wayne Gretzky is on your panel, shut the fuck up. This isn't a panel anymore. This is listen to the great one talk for 20 minutes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if Mark Messier is on your panel, shut the fuck up and listen to Mark Messier. Like, even Henrik Lundqvist. I love analyst Henrik Lundqvist. I think Henrik Lundqvist is a very eloquently spoken human being who is an amazing person and analyzes the game very well. I really like analyst Henrik Lundqvist. I think for talking about goaltending, I think there's no better than Henrik Lundqvist in a modern game style. People will say, "Well, Martin Brodeur would be a better analyst." I disagree because Martin Brodeur plays a style of game that was fundamentally different than the modern goaltender. The modern goaltender is a hybrid to a hybrid with a butterfly leaning because nowadays you don't see many short goalies. The only exceptions are Igor Shesterkin. I think Sorokin's a little on the shorter side, and Yusei Saros is the prime example. I love, and Martin Brodeur played a stand-up style game, and that's why you don't see any goalies like Martin Brodeur anymore. You don't, because fundamentally, you can't pick them apart. It's hard to analyze them because they're just so erratic. The last goalie that played like Martin Brodeur, or not even played like Martin Brodeur, but had that level where he's just so fundamentally different in the net, we couldn't compare him to anyone, was Tim Thomas. Tim Thomas, Martin Brodeur was different, was a little different. Martin Brodeur was more of the times. Tim Thomas was more of the style of a Dominic Hasek, a Gump Worsley, so to speak. That's your patient zero. Although most people consider it to be Dominic Hasek, and you know, fair play. I don't think he ever watched a single Gump Worsley highlight. Um, I'm tuning out till the second. See us. All good, man. Zagorowski's having a very hot playoff run, but like you said, the best way to support Bobrovsky is break up those passing lanes. Yeah, no. Like, just because he's a really good goalie at stopping exceptional chances, Gary Bettman's on my screen right now. I'm not going to listen to a fucking word he says. He's gonna blow smoke up any ass he has to. I don't give a shit. You're listening to me, guys. You're not listening to Gary today. That's what's gonna happen. But no, I like they've had and like player analyst, and I like it. Like, don't get me wrong. I think in terms of the big four, hockey has fundamentally changed the biggest since it's GOAT left. Like we look at GOATs for the big four, okay? We'll go and I could get flack for this. I don't think I should though. It goes you got Michael Jordan, you got Tom Brady, you got Wayne Gretzky. Who the fuck do you have for baseball? Who's the GOAT of baseball? Somebody help me. Cause like I don't get me wrong, I know there's amazing players, but no one player sticks out to me. Um it doesn't really matter. The point is that since those goats played, Wayne Gretzky's game has changed the most. Wayne Gretzky is also the goat that had the success at the late like the oldest point of success. Michael Jordan success was in the 90s. Tom Brady's success was just ended from 2000s 2010s, even a little to start, I believe, at the 2021, I believe, is the last time you won something around that time. You get the picture. um Babe Ruth, okay, yeah. I understand Babe Ruth's up there. I think there's probably just as good and just as many good things. I meant alive. We can't use Babe Ruth because he's dead, right? So I can't bring Babe Ruth on a panel and have him discuss the game, right? But the point is Wayne Gretzky is the oldest point of those greats, and that means that when he says things, you have to understand that he's analyzing the game through the lens of someone else because his game play style is not as easily replicated. Because his Wayne Gretzky was never the fastest player. He had the best hands you've ever seen, though. Wayne Gretzky could hit a pass on any motherfucker. You could be in Peru and he'd hit you with a slap pass. Like, scary good. But again, I'd still rather listen to him as an analyst than listen to players that just don't know, like, and didn't play. Paul Bizinet has less points than Henrik Lundqvist. I cannot say this enough. Like, don't get me wrong, I love that he's willing to start those dialogues. I prefer PK Subban to Paul Bizinet. PK Subban will say the odd controversial thing, and you know what? Not always the most appropriate, even if you think it's funny and you sometimes agree with it. Not always the best appropriate, but but PK Subban had a career trajectory that I can understand. He was good at the NHL for a time. 2017 PK Subban's insane. And late era Montreal Canadiens, PK Subban is great as well. What era Paul Bizinet is a great hockey player? Like, he's a good hockey player. He's a really good hockey player. He's not an NHL hockey player. But again, that being said, I will give Paul Bizinet credit. He is great for the game. He is a personality. He also has been able to help a lot of players in opening up about how they feel. The best Sidney Crosby interview is on Spitting Chicklets. I've watched that interview and I've never seen, he's made robotic type players open up about certain things, and I respect that wholeheartedly. I would love to get the opportunity to interview NHL players. I don't think I ever will. Which, by the way, speaking of interviews, guess Carter has an interview with a CFL player tomorrow, so he's excited about that. He's interviewing Braylon Addison of the. I, all his highlights were on the Tiger Cats. I think he's on the Red Blacks now. I could be wrong. Former Tiger Cat, Braylon Addison. He's excited about that. I would love to interview an NHL player, just to talk about things. But again, but I wouldn't be good at it. He is. Give him credit. He's good at that. Like, I just think some of his takes are a little bit rooted in what he wants to see happen rather than what the game is presenting. I think he wants to see certain things, like if he's talking about Montreal, if he's talking about a Leafs game, he wants to see the Leafs do this. But I don't think necessarily that is what necessarily is happening with the Leafs in a hockey game, if that makes sense. That might be a bit of a controversial take, and I understand people don't agree with me. That's okay. That's totally fine. Eric Stahl and Jonathan Marchessault are goal scorers so far. This intermission cannot go fast enough. I gotta tell you. I love like having this little break, but like I end up talking half the time because chat isn't as, which is understandable. Not blaming you guys, chat. I'm just saying there's less to talk about. In the intermission, Montreal Subban in 17 Subban was fucking legendary. He was. So chat's just kind of sitting around like waiting for the game like I am, but I can't just sit here and be quiet. Otherwise, it's not like why are you listening to a live stream, but man, just fucking just sitting here, just fucking breathing. That's not you don't want to watch that. You could interview Morgan Barron because you met him, and he's your favorite. I would love to interview Morgan Barron. Morgan Barron seems like one of the most chill guys ever. I'm thinking every now and then I randomly just look at that selfie I took with Morgan Barron. I'm like, I first off, I wish I didn't wear my all my Gold Eyes uniform there, and secondly, I also would prefer that I didn't look so stupidly drunk in it. But again, I'm not blaming it. It is so wild when you see a player in real life. Like I have my photo with Dubois, and that's special. It feels like such a weird brag when you see players in public. You're just like, oh my god, and it always happens to other people and not me. Like my mom saw Adam Lowry at a Booster Juice, and I was so fucking angry. My dad was on the same flight as Ken Holland, for his work. Like I can't stand Jomo in interviews. I get that, okay? Here's the thing though, and people forget this, all of these hockey players are media trained. And I get it. I understand it. Like, here's the thing. Yes, it makes for boring interviews. Players are happy that the interviews are boring though. They'd rather have boring interviews than stick their foot in their mouth and like say something they shouldn't. And I understand it. I get it. It makes sense to me. Like, yes, could there be more interviews? Like, honestly, don't blame the player because it's a bad interview. Just blame the fact that they're all interview trained the same way. I think, except for Ilya Brzgalov, because no motherfucker alive trained that guy for that interview. Ilya just did his own thing. All right, guys, who's gonna score the next goal? Are we gonna get any goals in this second period? That is the question. Get a bloody personality. I think Josh Morrissey. Me and Jets Hub were talking about this the other day, and I'm like, there's no shot Josh Morrissey goes out to bars much, right? And he's like, no shot. I think Josh Morrissey does not go out to bars. I think he goes home, sees his lovely girlfriend or wife, and just lays down. And I think the dude definitely is the type of guy that reads a book. Like, definitely reads a book, like and stuff like that. Goes home to read a good book. And you know what though? Josh is a humble individual, and I get it. I get it. Maybe he's not your cup of tea, and he doesn't have to be. But he does. He plays very good. He's very good at hockey, and we love Josh. We love Josh on the Nolan Hockey Podcast. F1 interviews are insane though. Yeah, the F1 interviews though, like they don't interview you during it, and also you're in a fucking like mechanized racing mobile where you could technically crash and die at any moment. You kind of have to break the tension there. Like you gotta have to. You can't be too stressed, too tension filled when you're doing an interview in F1. Otherwise, like you can't be too serious about that. I get that. Good lord, I want this intermission to end. God, what if this goes to overtime? Oh my god, I would die. Like I love spending time with you guys and all. Yes, I need to still sleep. I got stuff I need to do tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the driving range. I'm excited. Why is Gene Principe on my screen right now? Gene, what are you doing here? The Oilers were eliminated a month ago. What are you doing here, Gene? Why are you here? Every time I see this Woody's Worlds commercials, I keep thinking it's Los Pollos Hermanos for half a second, and I get so disappointed. I always think it's the Los Pollos Hermanos chicken for half a second. Like, you'll look up, same color scheme, it's like, no. They're advertising the WNBA. I'm not going to say anything on that. They're also advertising the MLB. That's nice. Yep, and the NBA. I don't watch the NBA. As far as I'm aware, though, we're getting a good ending, so that's nice. Hmm. What clubs do you play? Like, I don't even know. I haven't opened mine up. I haven't went golfing in forever. I was just gonna hit the driving range with my buddy. That old fucking Scrooge McDuck motherfucker. Ay, ay, ay. We created a monster in Vegas. Second period action, ladies and gentlemen. Radko Gudas is back on the bench. Ready to hype up the boys. So what happened to Radko Gudas? Radko Gudas got involved in a scuffle and fell back. Ah! All right, Vegas wins the opening draw. Sends it in the zone. The shot count right now is 9-7 for the Florida Panthers. 1-1 after one, obviously. Puck goes out into the neutral zone. Panthers on it. Attacking zone there. Can't handle it as they get over the blue line. Vegas on it now. Puck's bouncing around in the neutral end. Florida will send it in. Shot attempts 23-22 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Puck in the Panthers' end behind the net. Battling away for it. Panthers players getting tangled up there behind the net. No call. Path the other way come the Panthers. Across, waiting, shot. What a save! What a save! How did that not go in? I don't know how that didn't go in the net. What a miraculous stop with the stick. I don't know how that didn't go in the net. An wide open cage for the Florida Panthers. Back the other way come the Vegas Golden Knights. Golden Knights enter the attacking zone, waiting. Backhand stop by Bobrovsky. I need another look at this. We need another look at this. Cameraman, play the clip. How the fuck did that not go in? Montour over, deflected. Oh my god, it's the paddle of Aiden Hill. Again! So here's what I was saying in the first period. Nick Cousins, you had so many open opportunities. You should probably score by now. How did you not put that in, Nick? Nick Cousins had two chances at an open net and hit a stick both times. Benched. Like, I'm not a big Florida fan, but if I'm a Florida Panthers fan, Nick, what are you doing? Ugh. Anyway, Vegas in their own zone, looking to work it out. Takes it in the attacking zone, waiting, fires, that goes wide. Vegas still tries to deflect towards that, doesn't make it there. Back the other way come the Panthers. Panthers over the line, waiting, fires, stop there by Aiden Hill. And we will get a whistle. Good lord, what a save, though, by Aiden Hill. What a stop. Ooh. 17:56 to go in the second period. Face off here in the Vegas end. Panthers on it. Panthers win the draw behind the net. Back to the point. On the wall. Fires. That goes wide. Panthers on it again. Panthers are on a hot streak. Worth noting. Panthers last time Panthers lost was in Game 4 of the second round. And they've been on like an 11-1, 11 wins, 1 loss heater or something like that. It's nutty. Icing here against the Golden Knights as we will get another face-off in the Vegas end. Offensive zone face-off here for the Panthers. 17:35 to go. Vegas wins the draw. Looks to send it around their own zone. Vegas over center. Enter the attacking zone. Big check there by Stahl. Vegas still on it. Out front fires. That gets taken away by the Panthers. Back the other way comes Lundell. Lundell sends it over. Lundell with the only assist on the Panthers' goal earlier tonight. Back the other way comes Vegas. A little bit of a step. That gets broken up by the defender. Vegas still on it. Down low in the attacking zone. Trying to get set up. Can't connect on the pass. Panthers pick it up. Panthers in their own zone now. Neutral ice. Sends it in. Hill out of his net to play it. Backs it over to his defender. Vegas puts it in the offensive zone. Florida shoots it right out. Oh, turnover there. A cross shot. That gets broken up. And they're calling a penalty here. Mahura's getting another one. I don't know where this penalty happened. Looks like the guy just got a clear view at the net. Clear chance the net shoots it wide here. We'll get a look. That is not a penalty on Jason Mahura. If I'm Paul Maurice, I'm not happy with that. That is a bad call. I don't mean to be that guy. I don't know what they're looking at there that they called that a penalty. He goes stick to stick. But nonetheless, power play for the Golden Knights. If I'm Mahura, I'm getting annoyed right now. This is the second penalty of the night for Mahura. I don't think he's deserved either of them. Vegas gets forced out of the offensive zone. Now they have to work with it. All goals have came on the Vegas power play, with a shorty going to the Panthers and a power play for Vegas. Vegas down low, deflected shot. Oh my God, that just went wide. Bouncing around, and Panthers will dump it down. Bad call. Yeah, right? The stick's here. He goes across the stick, and his foot's behind the stick, yes. But if he falls over with the axis being, the point of contact being the stick, that's not a penalty. Vegas has the offensive zone. Mahura turns around, he's like, are you kidding me? Vegas has in the offensive zone, along the wall, in the corner, waiting, behind the net. Walks out front a bit. Back to the point. Top of the circle. Back to the point. Slap shot. Fires. Glove saved by Bobrovsky, and he'll hang on for a whistle. With 50 seconds to go in the power play. Ooh. Nonetheless, Bobrovsky's going to have to be really responsible here in his net. He's given up a power play goal already. Can't really fault him for it, but the Panthers are going to have to be very responsible here. Also worth noting, Gudas is on the ice for the penalty kill. He wasn't able to be on the ice for the penalty kill when they gave up the goal because he was injured for a bit. So this is a big boost for them, having Gudas out there. They can run Ekblad, Gudas, I think Stahl, they run out there as well. Another face-off in the Panthers' end. Panthers win the draw, try to clear it. They won't get out. Vegas holds in, top of the circle, fire, stop there by Bobrovsky, rebound, that gets cleared away. Nice clear there by the Florida Panthers. As Vegas picks it up, 30 seconds left in the power play. 15 minutes to go in the second. That gets broken up in the neutral zone, and Vegas will have to regroup. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. It means a lot. Helps us out. Helps out in the algorithms. Vegas, back to the point. D to D. Back to the point for Pietrangelo. Fires. That gets blocked. Goes behind the net. Vegas picks it up again. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Vegas still on the puck. Out front. A little bit of space. Shot. That gets stopped there by Bobrovsky. He'll hang on for the whistle. 4 seconds left on the power play now. So, Florida's pretty much virtually killed the power play here. Although, Vegas will still get another crack if they win the draw because they'll still have, Mahura's got to get back in the zone, but, yeah. Nice save off there off Barbashev. 14:35 to go in the second period. Shot count is 12-11 now. Golden Knights have taken the lead in shots since getting their third power play of the night. Power play so far, 3 for the Golden Knights, 1 for the Florida Panthers. It's been Cousins, Mahura, and then for the Golden Knights, I don't even remember who got the penalty for the Golden Knights. Was it Nicola Waugh? It was not Waugh. I don't remember who it was for the Golden Knights. Someone remembers, tell me, but I forget who. Oh yeah, it was like a pushing and shoving around the thing. It's probably like Kolasar. Penalty is now over as the Panthers kill it off. Shot, nice save there by Bobrovsky, and we will get a whistle. So now you've killed the penalty, which is a good momentum creator right now, but you do need to get the puck out of your zone. A lot of problems that happen with the Panthers, with the Vegas Golden Knights getting their goal, was they killed off a penalty, but they never got the puck out much. There was 3 shifts that stayed in the offensive zone. They got changes, yes, but they were still working uphill in terms of momentum. They ended up creating another. They ended up being shorthanded again, and that's when Vegas scored. So if you're the Panthers, you don't want to repeat that. Face-off percentage right now is 70-30 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Not good, because that's your first opportunity with the puck if you win the draw. Florida wins the draw, though, and they'll look to work it out. In a neutral ice, they send the puck in. Especially since the best opportunity in the game, or best opportunity in the period, has been Florida. Cousins gets 2 chances at an open net and fucks them both up. So Florida, in their own zone, gets it out. Vegas takes it over, though, and brings it back in. A little bit of speed. Big hit there. Shot. What a stop there by Bobrovsky. Fans want to call. I don't know what the fuck you want. Getting hit too hard? I hate when we do that, too. Like, we do that, too, Jets fans. But, like, that's no penalty. Puck goes down the ice. Aiden Hill stops it. Turns it over, though. Panthers on it. Battle deep in the zone. Great play there by the defender to shut that down. He still got the shot off, but he did limit a lot of the damage there. Puck goes into the Florida zone. Battle behind the net. Big reverse hit. Oh, brother. Mahura's having a rough night. Panthers will get it out of their own zone. Not far, though, as the Vegas Golden Knights get it in their own blue line. Look to bring it back in. The momentum is beginning to tilt a little bit. The ice is beginning to tilt a little bit. Oh, chance here by Vegas. That goes wide. The good thing about the Panthers, they have a very good road record. So they're good against playing. They do well against playing against these odds. Offside here at the line, which is funny because they originally waived it, but yeah, no, that's definitely offside. Yeah, Stone gets hit there, clean hit. Barbashev laid him out. Commercial break here. Ugh. How's the game going, lads? We enjoying it so far? Are we having fun? Watch like Jets news come out while I'm covering this. Ugh. Sorry, guys. Just very distracted. Jonathan Quick could become a 3-time Stanley Cup champion without even playing a single playoff game for the Knights. You want to see something wild? Patrick Hornquist could be a 3-time Stanley Cup champion. It is a battle of former Penguins now with Pittsburgh, with Patrick Hornquist versus Phil Kessel. Neither of which has contributed a damn thing to either side, but they're there. They showed up. They're just chilling. Just chilling like a mofo. It is really funny though, like that both guys could go for a 3-time Stanley Cup champion. Like one of them, it will be a 3-time Stanley Cup champion for doing absolutely nothing. Aiden Hill with the Team Canada logo helmet and the Calgary Flames pads. Curious to see the goalie situation next year. Like, Aiden Hill's been playing like a starter. Laurent Brossoit played like a starter. Logan Thompson is arguably your best starter. You have Robin Lehner and LTIR. I don't think Robin Lehner plays again. And you got Jonathan Quick. I don't know if he sticks around. I don't know what you do for the Vegas. If you don't win this year, your goalie situation is really interesting. Panthers have it in their own zone, looking to break it out. Sends the puck in the offensive zone. Vegas behind their own net. Aiden Hill has it, turns it over. Shot towards the net. Easy save there by Aiden Hill, and he'll hang on for the whistle. Like Kessel. Yeah, Kessel's a pretty... I can like... I don't know if I like Phil Kessel. I don't really hate him. I got no reason to really dislike the guy. He has a very punchable face. I'll say that. He's a very punchable human being, but I don't think... Like, overall, there hasn't been really many bad things said about Phil Kessel. Like, most of it is just coaches giving him a hard time. And I can't really buy into that comments. Vegas in their own zone. 12 minutes left in the second period. Shot count 14-12 for the Knights. It's been a good period for the Golden Knights. Other than that disastrous opportunity early on, they have controlled. Vegas in their own zone, looking to send it. They'll send it all the way down the ice, and this will be icing against the Vegas Golden Knights. So right as I say that, they take an icing. Uh-oh. Oh, no. That is not good. Face off here. Panthers win the draw. Vegas comes up with it, though. Puck's bouncing around in the zone. Vegas will get it out. Likeable guy, okay player, lots of heart. Yeah, I think that sums it up about right. Panthers taking in shot. Nice save there by Hill with the pad. Oh, puck goes a little bit of space there. One of the Panthers blows a tire. So it goes back into Florida's end. I feel like a guy who really should win a Stanley Cup, though, is Bobrovsky. I'd also really like to see Aaron Ekblad win a Stanley Cup. I think that's the secret little boost that I need in life, is seeing Aaron Ekblad lift the cup. He's like that first round pick no one talks about, because he just kind of happened, right? But like, he's a solid first round pick, and he's got his mileage on the same team. Like, people laugh and say, "Oh, once you're drafted by Panthers, you can just leave after." No, he's stuck with them, so I respect it. Offside here at the line. 10:54 to go. It sucks that Jonathan Huberdeau is not still on the Panthers, which, like, they're going on this run the year after Huberdeau leaves. Yeah, Brossoit's injured, and so Hill came in. Lynn got pulled, so Bobrovsky came in. Vegas wins the draw. Back to Pietrangelo. Sends it down the ice, deflected. Oh, God, Bobrovsky played that real relaxed. Sends the puck down the ice, passes it. Panthers get into the attacking zone. Shot, that gets deflected up and out of play, and we'll get a whistle. Welcome my way. If you're just tuning in, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Really does mean a lot, guys. Thank you so much for saying. And also say hi. This means a lot. Our goal is 20 likes on the video, so if you could, or on the stream, I mean. So if you could help us out, that would mean a lot. They are not talking about Jonathan Quick. Don't tell me they're talking about Jonathan Quick. Like, I love me some Jonathan Quick. They're not talking about... Why are you talking about Jonathan Quick? Man has not sniffed the postseason. Do you remember that, though, when they dressed Laurent Brossoit and then they had Hill as the backup, and they're like, what the fuck? Shot that gets deflected away. Wow, what a different universe we might be living in if Quick goes in. They might lose to Edmonton. They don't lose to Winnipeg because Laurent Brossoit beat Winnipeg. Back the other way come the Panthers. A little bit of a break here. Waiting. Shot that goes wide. Panthers had a good look there. Out front, shot, stopped by Hill. Another shot, that's it. Stopped by Hill as well. Sam Bennett can't beat Hayden Hill. So right into the chest of Hayden Hill. Not the best place to aim, but you know, to each his own. Commercial break here. Oh, here's where I check Twitter and find out the Winnipeg Gold Eyes are losing again. You ready, lads? Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you. God damn it! Please win on the road. For the love of God, win a game on the road. The Winnipeg Gold Eyes is our minor league baseball team. They cannot. They're great at home. They have a 6-3 record at home, and I work there, so it's really fun for me. They are absolutely horrendous on the road. On the road, they're like 2-10. It's actually hilarious. Like, why are you so bad playing outside of your own building? They 3 games in a row, they blew it in like the 8th inning. It's like, brother, how do you do that? They just lost a series, a 3-game series to the worst team in the league. Like, good lord. I want to work playoff games. God damn it! I want that playoff revenue. I've only worked one playoff game at Shaw Park and our minor league baseball team. I played one and they won, and then they went into Fargo and lost both games. Face off in the Vegas end. Panthers pick it up. We're over halfway through the second period, halfway through the game 1 of the Stanley Cup final. Battle down low, along the wall. Vegas flips it out. Florida goes back for it in their own zone. Sends it in the neutral zone. They lose the puck there. Shots in spirit are 8-6 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas enters the attacking zone. Next goal is going to be huge, I think. This game has settled down a lot. Shot deflected off the stick there from Theodore. The next goal is huge. This game has settled down a bit, so being able to reopen those floodgates is going to be huge. Shot that goes wide. Vegas still on it. Back to the point. Waiting. Getting checked there. Theodore still has it. Waiting. Fires. Score! What a goal! Shea Theodore outweights the entire defense. And the Vegas Golden Knights have their first lead of the Stanley Cup final. Way too much time with that puck. He waits, he walks the line, fires, scores. A lot of time in front of the net. Bobrovsky, a little bit of a weaker goal. Can't really blame him. But there you go. McNabb and Howden on the assist. Theodore had too much time there. Theodore is an amazing defense, honestly. Not as good as he was a couple years back. Still solid though. A lot of problems happening in front of that net. Howden's there. Shot off the post and in. Beats Bobrovsky. And just like that, Vegas has their first lead of the game. And now we have to see how Florida plays from behind. Because this period's been a bit of a step back for them. Like, they've had 2 really good chances, but overall, not as good as the first period. So they got to adjust for sure if you want the Panthers to do well. Vegas sends it in the offensive zone. Under 9 to go in this second period. Vegas out front. Chance doesn't connect. Vegas still has, though, behind the net. Back to the point. Fires. Glove save there by Sergei Bobrovsky. Off the hag shot. And we will get another whistle. Crowd's back into it now, yeah. That is a good point. First time trailing. It is the first time the Panthers have been trailing for 185 minutes. What the fuck? They have a 9-1 record in 1-goal games. The one game other that they didn't win was the Toronto Maple Leafs winning. Theodore, his first of the playoffs. Vegas has it. Turnover shot stopped by Aiden Hill. Vegas now waiting it around, getting set up in the attacking zone. Battle along the wall for it. Tries to send it out. That doesn't go. Back the other way come the Panthers. Gets checked at the line. Oh, there's a hot mic somewhere. I do not know who is on it, but there's a hot mic going off. Bobrovsky on it now. Fans want to call. They won't get it. Back the other way. Cousins fires easy. Save there by Hill. 7.5 to go. Panthers trying to force a turnover in the attacking zone. Can't do it. Vegas still on it. Puck gets deflected up and out of play. 7:18 to go in the second. And we get a whistle. I'm waiting for Matthew Tkachuk to enter this series, because when he does, I feel like the landscape changes a bit. But that's if we see him. He might not show up. I mean, yeah, I like with what they're calling in this game, I'd be annoyed too if they didn't call that slash, but whatever. Back the other way on the Panthers. Possible chance here if they can get it towards the net. Shot that goes wide. Never mind. Back to the point. Panthers hold it in. Little bit scrambling in the offensive zone. They're really not taking their time, which I understand sense of urgency, but they don't look comfortable in the offensive zone right now. Vegas has done a good job of shutting them down. Vegas in the neutral ice. Takes it in the attacking zone. Battling away for it. Down low behind the net. Back to the point. Waiting. Goes down along the boards. Battling for it. Panthers come up with it. Turns it over. What a stick check by the Vegas Golden Knights. That gets stopped there by Bobrovsky. Offensive zone possession almost double for the Vegas Golden Knights. Oh, brother. Eichel's been looking good so far. Hasn't scored. Like, Eichel forces his turnover, and that's a beautiful play by Jack Eichel to get that turnover. Gudis is there with him right there. Eric Stahl. Curious to see how long this series goes, though. The good news with working at Goldeyes right now, because the games are ending earlier, even while I'm at work, I can listen to them on the radio. Florida wins the draw in their own zone. Working to work it out, they'll fire it in. I'm waiting to see. I haven't really seen much. Like, the Florida's had a really bad second period. Vegas has looked exceptional in the second period. They've outworked them. They've outchanced them. They've just shut them down. I haven't even seen Brandon Montour in this series so far. I really haven't felt like I've seen Brandon Montour or Matthew Tkachuk at all. I've seen a lot of Nick Cousins missing the net. I've seen a bit of Radko Gudas, little Gustav Forsling, some Eric Stahl, a little bit of Sam Bennett. I haven't seen Sam Reinhart. Haven't seen Matthew Tkachuk. Haven't seen Carter Verhaeghe. Haven't seen Alexander Barkov. Like they're making him look like nothing here. 5.5 to go. Brandon Montour takes it over. Wires one. That gets stopped there by Inhill. Good on him though. Take that lane. If you're Brandon Montour, you need to wake your team up. Why the fuck is Owen Wilson here? Like, don't get me wrong. I love Cars. My birthday party was actually at the Cars movie when I was a kid. Don't know if I told anyone that. My birthday party was at the cinema and we watched Cars, and I bragged to all the parents about how good of a choice. Like, isn't my birthday party the best? And I turned to like all the parents. I'm like, look at all that. This movie's amazing. Isn't my birthday party the best? And I was like 6 at the time. I think Cars came out in 2006. Florida is still in this though because Vegas has set some 1-2. This 2-1 for Florida. They just have to convert. Yeah, no, like Vegas is on the cusp. We're at commercial break right now. Vegas is on the cusp of extending this lead. They just haven't got the puck right to the right lanes. Like I think Vegas has played pretty perfect second period. Even if they only have one goal, they've had plenty of opportunities to get it like to get a larger lead. It just hasn't happened yet, and that's the reality of playoff hockey. Sometimes the situation it just doesn't work out the way you want it to. That being said, they have scored one, so you can't say it's a waste of a great opportunity by the Vegas Golden Knights. They've got their one goal. They've got a goal from it. Like they've got a goal and they've got them wheeling. Now, granted, they haven't taken this game out of the hands of the Florida Panthers yet. It's oddly reminding me a little bit about how the Jets played in first period of the second of game 2 against Vegas, where they were owning them chances wise. However, the only difference was is that Jets were kind of hanging on by a thread at the beginning with Connor Hellebuyck making a great save, and I haven't other than the one great save by Aiden Hill earlier, he hasn't had to do a lot. Shea Theodore has 2 points tonight. Yeah, Shea Theodore's had a great game. There's McCrimmon. The Scrooge. The Scrooge McDuck. Face off here in the Vegas end. Florida has it. Sends it around the boards. Trying to get some cycle going in the offensive zone. What's the penalty here? Oh, man. Shea Theodore is going to go off for a penalty here. Brandon Montour draws this. Looks like out of nowhere, we're getting a power play for the Panthers. I want to see what this is. What is this penalty? That's a weak hooking, but you know what? It is as weak as the Mahura penalty. So fair game. I don't like the penalty at all, but it is as weak as both Mahura's penalties. Panthers are over one on the power play tonight with 0 shots. They definitely need to change that. They might not though, as Vegas just won the faceoff. Vegas sends it down the ice. The officials have been a little soft, I gotta say. I don't blame it totally because at least they've called it now with this penalty. It helps the sign. Like they called 2 weak ones on the Panthers. They called a weak one here on the on the Knights. I get it. It's a little messy though for me. I personally just leave all 3, but to each his own. They dump the puck down the ice here as the Panthers have to rework it. Why are we tracking someone's speed? Yeah, his kilometers isn't 0 because he's just sitting. I love that. They track a guy's speed and then he sits in the neutral zone. Panthers, top of the circle, back to the point, waiting, fires, that gets blocked. Vegas looks to clear it. They'll slap it down the ice. And Montour has to regroup it in the neutral zone. Kachuk haven't seen a lot of him tonight. Barkov there as well. Good lord. And that puck goes out as well. Is Carter Verhaeghe even playing? Man, I cannot find Carter Verhaeghe. I don't mean that as a dig. I just haven't seen him all game. 40 seconds ago in the second in this power play here. 4 minutes left in the second. Reinhardt turns over another Icing here by the Vegas Golden Knights. This has been a disastrous power play for the uh, the Florida Panthers. 30 seconds to go. They got to get something. Over Heggie is on the ice. Okay. Guess he's still here. Vegas gets it again. Oh, Florida holds it in. Back to the point. Circle. Fires. Stopped by Aiden Hill with the blocker. Really nice save there. But again, Vegas has shut this power play down effectively. There's absolutely nothing the Panthers have done. Lundell shoots it. Right idea. Puts it right here. Good lord. Good lord. You're the Panthers. You have to hate the second period. You've done nothing. You have to hate it and you have to be thankful for it. So far, you're only down by 1. You should arguably be out of this game after a second period like this. Shot, that gets blocked. Like, they had the worst string of 10 minutes I've ever seen. And I watched the Jets. One shot on the power play. The power play is over. Absolute nothing. And now there's pushing and shoving. So we might actually get them shorthanded now. What happens here? Curious to see if anyone goes off here. No, they didn't. They didn't. Okay, good. That's fine. That's fine. Leave them. Florida with like no opportunities but one. Florida's had one good look, and that was early. That was the first chance. The first shift of the period was Florida's good look. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, like, as somebody who's seen them succeed and play well, they're playing awful. Hey, it's Caleb from Discord. Hey, Caleb, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Means a lot. Vegas has it in their own zone. Looking to work it out. Under 3 to go now. Shutout 19-18 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Florida looks to work it out of their own zone. Can't do it. Vegas holds it in. Along the wall, they're battling for it. Back to the point. D fires. That gets stopped there by Bobrovsky, and Hill will hang on for a whistle. More pushing and shoving because it's the playoffs, baby! Good save. Good save. Good save. I don't want to say the game's putting me to sleep, but it is a little lackluster right now. Did you see the hockey in 4K moment? No? What is it? Do tell me. Educate me on what it is. Back the other way come the Panthers. Breaks it in. Fires! That goes wide. Good look there by Barkov, but again, not a grade A chance, and nothing there. Panthers take it out of their own zone. Looking to work it out. Back to their own zone now. Waiting. Sends it down the ice. Icing here against Panthers. A very bad icing against the Florida Panthers. And they'll have to go all the way back into their own zone. Barkov gets a good look. He gets it off the shaft of the stick. I think it still would have hit the crossbar, but like good look by Barkov. They need more from him right now. The Barkov line has looked invisible. The Barkov and Verhaeghe line, for that matter, have both looked horrible. Oh, I did not see that. I might have saw that, but like, I didn't. I did not. I don't recall, Caleb. Yeah, Aiden Hill's worst game, I'd say, would be Game 5 against the Dallas Stars. Those 2 goals by Dellandrea are awful, but other than that, he's looked solid. Bobrovsky's goals against that he probably shouldn't have allowed. I don't know. Maybe game 4. I don't know. He play game 4. Yeah, Barkov's getting off the ice now. Yeah. Vegas has it in their own zone. Minute and a half to go. I will say this: if Vegas wins the cup, Vegas is gonna get pounded every single time they play. Out front shot that gets broken up. Nice save there by Bobrovsky. Oh, thought there might be a penalty for hooking there. They let it go. Maybe I'm just missing things. Back the other way come the Panthers. Oh my God, they messed up the zone entry. Panthers still have it though. Big hit, Jesus Christ. Holy mother of Christ. Shot stopped by Aiden Hill. Oh brother. Yeah, Nick Cousins is having a rough fucking night. He's taken a penalty. He has been missed like 3 scoring opportunities. He says, and I quote, "Are you fucking blind?" Let's see this. I think this is clean. Let's see. Oh, no, 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 no. That is not clean. That is not clean. Chandler, what are you doing? Oh, my guys. Yeah, you know what? Cousins might have a point here. He gets cross-checked by Stevenson. Granted, he's avoiding the check. But then the other guy comes in and kind of, like, here's my rule of thumb. If the guy throws the puck away, and there's a guy with, like, taking your guy out, you don't need to jump in there. You know what I mean? Like why is Hag coming in? Like, this is a cross check, and then Hag finishes it with a boarding, which, like, I kind of get the anger here. I understand why they don't call it, but, like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe call that. You call Mahura for sneezing on a defender, and you call Shea Theodore for love tapping a guy on the arm, and you don't call that. Ooh, I don't know, Chief. I don't know, Chief. Not sure if that's it, Chief. Minute 102 to go, and you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna go on the panel, and Kevin Bieksa is gonna defend it. Shot off the draw that goes wide, because that's what Kevin Bieksa does. If it's a borderline hit, Kevin Bieksa goes, you know what? I think personally, I don't think this is a penalty. I think this is just a hard part of hockey, and I think you got to be ready for that. That's what Kevin Bieksa is gonna fucking say. Like he's gonna go around like, and that's what he's gonna say. That's a damn good Kevin Bieksa impression. I'll have you know. 33 seconds to go. Panthers a little bit of room. Enters the attacking zone. Deflected chance that goes way wide. Battle in the corner for it. Panthers blast one, fires, that gets stopped by Aiden Hill. Off the shot from Montour, Panthers hold it in though, shot that gets blocked 17 seconds ago. Knights are panicking a little bit. Why? Oh, brother, just throw the chance away. What's Montour laughing about? Hey, Nico. How you doing? Montour fires this. Where does this puck go? Brother, off the bar! Off the bar! Give my boy Brandon a break! 12 seconds left in the second period. Shot count 21-20. It's funny. Like, Florida's finally showing pushback, but it only took them like 19 minutes to do so. Wins the draw shot. They score! They score! Anthony Duclair! And the Panthers have tied it! Off the draw, Duclair makes them pay! Holy shit! It took them 18 minutes to give a shit about the second period, and right off the draw, Duclair goes wickets on Aiden Hill. Deflects off a defender, I believe. And just like that, we are tied. Fourth of the postseason assist to Alexander Barkov. And that'll do it to end the second. If you're the Panthers, you say, thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Bob. Let's get off the ice. Because, brother in Christ, they did not deserve to tie that. A laser beam off the draw. Bro's wearing an... Okay, hold on. That guy's getting memed. Bro's got a referee with a Knights logo on it. That's it. That's the fucking meme. Former Ranger, of course. To be fair, did you guys really use Anthony Duclair to his full value? I don't think you did. Like, Ranger Anthony Duclair is pretty bad. Actually, you know who's really bad Ranger? Like, poor Line man, LMFAO. Just win on the road. Mark Leggio has been cut. Yeah, boy. Ugh, no, but yeah, Anthony Duclair was alright. I actually saw the game that put Anthony Duclair in the doghouse. I was at the game. So it was a game in 2019. Columbus is in town against the Winnipeg Jets. Line, I believe, scores to tie it, and Jack Roslovic scores the winner with under 4 minutes left against against the Columbus Blue Jackets. My mom took me to the game, and there's a turnover on the first goal by Anthony Duclair, and John Tortorella benched him for the entire game. He ended up playing only 56 minutes or something or 56 seconds, or something like that game. And then he was traded. And he was traded to Ottawa, I think, after that. But yeah, bad move. How are we feeling about the second? Oh, shit. Sorry, chat. My bad. Hang on, lads. Thank you. Sorry, but how are we feeling, chat? How are we feeling? Also, Alejandro, I don't know if you are a big Winnipeg Gold Eyes guy. I don't know if you heard me talk about this earlier. The Winnipeg Gold Eyes are fucking awful on the road, and I wish they weren't because I want to watch playoff baseball. Our minor league team in the city. I work at the arena. I work at the stadium at the park. I guess they call it Shaw Park. I work at Shaw Park, and I love working during baseball games. I'm not a huge fan of the pitch clock only because it shortens my shifts slightly. But I understand it's good for the game, right? The Gold Eyes are 6-3 at home. That's good. That's pretty good. That's okay. They are 2-9 on the road. 2-9, motherfucker. Win a game on the road. They played 2 series before they came home for a 9-game home stretch. They lost both, but they got a win. They then got swept, and now they just lost a series against the worst team in the league on the road. They have to finish the series, but they've already lost both games, the first 2 games. So it doesn't matter, right? But what the fuck, guys? We also now have a basketball team, which is interesting. We have a minor league basketball team, so that's cool. I actually know the guy who was drafted first overall of that draft, so that's neat. Pretty cool. Simon Hildebrand, big, very nice guy. Honestly, talk to him all the time. Not all the time, but I talk to him a fair amount. Gold Ice. I get him his ice for his beers. This is a deflection for sure. Yeah, who deflects this? Who deflects this shot? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Sorry if I'm laid back right now. It's the intermission. It goes off the leg of Jack Ike. No, Zach Whitecloud. Sorry. Zach Whitecloud deflects this into his own net. Unfortunate for Zach Whitecloud. I'm a big fan of Zach Whitecloud, actually. He wears his heart on his sleeve always. Honestly, one of the few guys that wasn't fucked over by Vegas's shitty development of players. Good for him, honestly. One of the few Manitobans I'm actually happy for. I don't know if I'm happy for Brett Howden, if I'll be honest. Mark Stone, I like Mark Stone, but I'm not ready to forgive Mark Stone because of how much he broke our heart. Like, Mark Stone is so intense. Like, I love Mark Stone as a player. If he was on my team, I would adore him. He hurts my soul watching him score on us. It's like watching your hero become your worst nightmare. It just hurts. It just hurts, man. God, Shea Theodore has so much time with this puck. It's unbelievable. Thank God Anthony Duclair scored, because, like, Jesus Christ, he got routed on that first goal. On that Shea Theodore goal, I mean. I can't believe Kevin BX is not talking about the hit. I thought that'd be right up his alley. I thought he'd talk right away about the hit. Pretty surprised, actually. Ugh. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, guys. It means a lot. We are 18 subscribers away from 1,500. Big number for us. We're hoping to hit it pretty soon. Means a lot. Did the woman text me while I was streaming? She did. What did the woman say? Doing. Yep. And then you said a thumbs up to the woman. Stream going all right. What a shot though on that Declare one. Like, honestly, I don't know what else to say. I feel like I'm waiting, just sitting here and waiting here. You know who's the best person on that panel? Who's the best person on most panels? They had Jennifer Botterill on a panel. Loved it. Absolutely, I loved Jennifer Botterill on a panel. Was great. Someone get Marie-Philippe Poulin on a panel, and I'll listen to it. Ivan Barbashev has been a unit. What is the woman saying? Good. How many people? 7, but it's in intermission. 250 so far total. It's nice of her to ask, actually. Oh, nice. Thanks. God, they're talking about Mike. Okay, here's another one, guys. What are our thoughts on Mike Babcock to the Columbus Blue Jackets? I think that's a nightmare. I think that is a nightmare combination. I don't think Mike Babcock works at all with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Sheldon Keefe goes to the Penguins, yeah. Or no, not sorry. Kyle Dubas goes to the Penguins. I'm stupid. Sheldon Keefe has met with the Leafs twice. Nice. How's our bomber video doing? Oh, it's a little slower, but that's okay. That's alright. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we have to go through it. Love that video. Kyle Dubas, 7 years? That makes sense, though, actually. Like, honestly, if you're Kyle Dubas and you're going to Pittsburgh, you want a long term because you're going. That'll get you past when Sidney Crosby and Malkin retire. Malkin, Letang, and Crosby leave. So, like, he's going to have to rework that Penguins team. That Penguins team, when those three retire, are going to be bottom feeders. That's going to be a bad Pittsburgh team. Jets! Oh! Why not? Why not? Why aren't they rebuilding? You're gonna lose everyone in 2 years! Oh my god! Fucking hell! Oh! Come on! Rebuild! Rebuild the fucking team, Chevy! Fucking hell! Oh! I am so ooh. No, sir. Oh my god. Right on cue. Did you hear? Did you hear? I need to call you. Quickly. My boy Jetsub just texted me. I need to call my mans. Boy! This big. You don't need to speak. I'll just say it. Quick. I'm on live stream and I need to tell this man that the Jets are not rebuilding. Come on. Boy's gonna be run now. Look at my Bitmoji. It's all nice. It's all nice. Good lord. Jack, they're not fucking rebuilding. They're not rebuilding. Elliot Friedman just said it. They're not rebuilding. Why the fuck aren't they rebuilding? Because they have too many pieces. Pieces. We're not rebuilding. We're fucked. Oh my god, I am so upset. I cannot believe this. They don't like us. Why does our general manager think we're an idiot? Think we're idiots? Like why do they not think, oh yeah, let's not rebuild the Winnipeg Jets? Who the fuck do we have? Who the fuck do we have? Ascended, Elliot Friedman just reported that the Jets are not looking to rebuild. So apparently we are going to be 10th in the West next year. We have no one. Oy. Elliot Friedman just said the Jets are not looking to rebuild next year. Call it whatever you want. It is not a rebuild. So that means if we're even going to trade guys, we're getting like Christian Dvorak or some bullshit back that makes us competitive. We also have Morgan Barron for the bottom six and Josh Morrissey. Time to run it back, baby. Let's go. God. I texted Jackson. I'm like, buddy, you're not going to believe this. I cannot wait to eat food later. Hang on. What? Mm-mm. Baron ain't that special, though. Fuck you. Don't ever talk about my son like that. Elliot doesn't know what he's talking about. Yes, he does! Davidson! I wish he didn't, but he does! Man's got the inside scoop! I'm gonna have to report I'm gonna have no videos to make in the summer. Because I'm just gonna be like, newsflash, everyone's still here. And it's like, oh, that's not what I wanted to make. Do you know how well a Connor Hellebuck trade video would do? That shit would fly so high. Who else? Well, I met Barron, so I feel parental about Morgan Barron. Okay. My dad's out at barbecue with my grandparents, and I'm like, we have no food. Do you have any? What are they serving there? And they're like, I'll bring you home a steak. And I'm like, thanks, Dad. Yeah, we're losing the sacred Tyler Boland. Honestly, though, I do love the fact that I get to use Dell logos. Like people, like, don't get me wrong, I probably didn't need to make a Cole Meyer and Tyler Boland video. I'm happy I did because, like, they're fun little transactions, and I get to post cool thumbnails that I don't normally get to make. Like, Carter gets to make cool thumbnails, and I get to, like, see them. Like, we've only covered, I think, 4 international signings. 5 if you count Saku Manalainen coming over from there. And I don't count Elias Solomonson because he's an ELC contract. We covered Saku Manalainen coming over. We covered Christian Vesalainen leaving to go to the SHL. And then we covered 3 Dell signings. Why am I listening to the Vegas Lights song? For God's sakes. Like, there was the Nuremberg Ice Tigers where Kohlmeyer went. There's the Roosters, the Iserlohn Roosters where Tyler Boland went, and the the Mannheim, which Skowonka went to. Third period action coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Are you excited? I can't hear you. Aye, Captain. Oh. 270 views. Thank you so much, guys. Isn't this fun? So much fun. It's fun posting like stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna get to still make a couple videos because I know we're not re-signing David Riddick, and even if Sam Gagner retires, I'll make a video on him retiring. Is being a Jets fan fun? Not always, but you know what? It is kind of endearing. It feels like it builds character. I will say this: I almost wish I grew up in like a city like. I wish I grew up almost being like an Anaheim Ducks fan because I feel like if I was an Anaheim Ducks YouTuber, I either would be really shitty and I would have quit YouTube by now, and then, you know what, it is what it is, or I'd be like the only guy doing Anaheim Ducks content. I'd also have a cup to my name since I was born, so that'd be cool too. Third period action, ladies and gentlemen. Tie game after Anthony Duclair scored late in the second period, making it a 2-2 hockey game. Both teams have had leads here so far. Special teams has been a little bit of an effect, but not a lot. Shot easy save there by Aiden Hill. Panthers having in the attacking zone out front. So far, we have yet to see the major players. We haven't seen Mark Stone is yet to be on the score sheet. Jack Eichel has not gotten the score sheet yet. Carter Verhaeghe and Matthew Tkachuk have not been on the score sheet. Montour has not. Offside at the line here, and we'll get a whistle. I'm expecting to cover. I still think a Connor Hellebuck record when scoring 3+ goals. Both teams are undefeated. The Panthers are 10-0. Knights are 12-0. So if both teams score one more goal, we are at least getting something new happening. A record will break. Oh, puck's in the neutral zone, battling away for it. Panthers have it, looking to work it out. D to D. Send it in the attacking zone, gets deflected in. Vegas back on it. Vegas looks to work it down the ice. Worth noting, last time the Panthers went to the Stanley Cup final, they won 0 games and got swept by the Colorado Avalanche. Last time the Knights went, they won game 1 and lost games 2-5. Chance here by Cousins, that can't connect. Duclair, sorry. My bad. Back the other way comes Vegas. Gets in the attacking zone. So either way, by game two, one team will have more wins than they've ever had. A lot of pushing and shoving, but the Panthers go into the attacking zone. 3-on-2. Fires. That goes over the net. Good look there by the Panthers. Back the other way come the Knights. Taken to the attacking zone. Fires. That goes past Bobrovsky. Goes behind the net. And Bobrovsky will cover it for a whistle. Alrighty. I actually got a comment saying like greetings from Iserlohn, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. It's always cool to me when I cover a hockey team and their fan shows up. I think that's really neat. I never, because otherwise I'm just a kid from Winnipeg. I would never meet people otherwise, right? Last time it was fun was the drafted second overall. Remember him? I do. I remember us not making the playoffs that year either. Panthers go D to D in their own zone. We'll flip it to neutral ice. This will be a high stick? What the fuck are we calling here? High stick, maybe? I think I said this before. You know who has a very fat face? Sam Reinhart has a fat face. Like not judging. Just he does have a fat face. 18-10 to go in the third period. Shot count 25-22. Could have overtime, lads. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Panthers are undefeated in overtime. Vegas is only lost one game in overtime to Dallas. Game 4. Bobrovsky plays it around. Panthers look to flip it out of their own zone. Goes into neutral ice and actually goes off the glass and into the bench, and we will get a whistle. I will say this: both coaches are deserving a Stanley Cup ring to their name. Paul Maurice, who's been around for a long time, and Bruce Cassidy, who's been a somewhat newer coach in the eyes of the world. In comparison, like his biggest breakout was the 2019 Boston Bruins, I believe. He might. I don't think. Yeah, no, because Julian coached the 2013 Bruins. So yeah, a bit interesting. Panthers have it in the offensive zone. Back to the point, can't connect on the pass, and back the other way come the Knights. Knights taking in the offensive zone. Easy save there by Bobrovsky as it deflects off a defender, and he'll hang on for a whistle. 17:26 to go in the third period. A good game so far. Good game so far. Don't forget to leave a like, guys, and subscribe. Means a lot. Thanks so much for tuning in. You can also donate if you want. You do not have to donate, though. We do keep track of every donation, though. So that's the only added benefit, I'll say. And we would be very appreciated, but we don't. We're not going to beg for your money. You don't have to give us your money. We understand. It's hard enough life. Shot, face off in the Panthers' end here. Panthers win the draw. Lazy pass by the defense there. Just sends it back into traffic. Vegas holds it in. Puck behind the net. Florida looking to battle through it. Panthers can't get it out. This is gonna be might be problems here. Yeah, I was gonna say. Gets broken up there by the Panthers, but like they can't be just chasing the play like that. Hand pass here. It's 17:01, and then we'll get a whistle. Whoever scores the next goal of this game is going to be huge, though. Like it's no denying. Last goal was big. It pretty much gave the Vegas Golden Knights momentum until the end of the end of the second period, until they let one pass when they probably would have liked to have back, and here we are. Also, don't forget to check out our Bombers content. Carter's been working really hard on that. He's been doing a lot more editing. He's been doing taking a lot of notes. Do check him out. Check out his videos. He has an interview he's doing an interview tomorrow. I don't know when it comes out, but he's got an interview tomorrow. That's fun. Exciting. Player interview? Yes, please. Panthers having the offensive zone. Tries to walk out, waits across. Deflected. Puck's bouncing around. Looking around for it. Panthers put it back to the point. D to D. Waiting. Fires. Blocked. Panthers get the... Knights have the puck. Looking to work it back. Panthers have it now. Panthers enter the attacking zone. Waiting. Fires. Glove save there by Hill. Battling away for it still. Puck gets out. Panthers look to rework it now. They'll flip it up and re-enter the attacking zone. Knights have it now in their own end. Looking to work it out. A little bit of a step here. Possible 2-on-2. Possibly has numbers going the other way. Shot that gets deflected up and over the net. They battle away for it. Vegas holds it in. Back to the point. High slot. Waiting. Moves down low. Back to the point. Cycling it around. They battle away for it. Vegas still on it. Vegas has a lot more time, a lot more offensive zone time than the Panthers do. It's about 11:07 to 7:45 with speed. Knights coming in. Shot that goes wide. Can't handle it on the deke. Knights still pressuring. They got Florida chasing a little bit here. Florida scrambles around. Panthers look to work it out of their own zone. They will. They'll flip it into the offensive zone. Half their guys will go off for a line change. The other half will do on the forecheck here. Knights looking to work it out of their own zone to the neutral ice. Enters the attacking zone. Cuts back. Waits. Can't connect on the pass. Panthers will look to move it out. One Panther gets sent into the bench. Back the other way come the Panthers now. Waiting for his men to enter the attacking zone. Walking in. Backhand. Can't get the shot up. 15 minutes to go in this third period. Tie game at 2-2. Shot count 27-22 for the Panthers. Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember Panthers getting so many shots on net, but oh well. Back to the point. Fires. Deflected. Doesn't make it to the net. Panthers will lose control there as they flip it out. Vegas gets it. Vegas re-enters the zone. Puck goes in on Bobrovsky, and he'll cover it for a whistle, which gets off half of his guys, which are exhausted, like Gustav Forsling, and gets them a little bit of a refresh. Howden had a lane there to the net. Tkachuk is kind of all over the place. Not having his best game, I'd say. I think it's okay to say. Worth noting, though, Tkachuk was not as visible in the series against Toronto. He's been good in every second series, or every first series. Every odd series. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, that's not great. Chance across. What a stop by Bobrovsky! A Hasek-esque roll! But the play's still alive for the Knights. Bobrovsky laid out. Legs in the air. They're still pressuring, though. Panthers break it up. Panther lost his stick there, so he has to go off to get a new one. Panthers send it into the attacking zone. Wow, what a stop by Sergei Bobrovsky. Vegas gets it in the attacking zone. Panthers on it now. Mark Stahl comes up with it. Duclair now. Panthers 2-on-2 over the blue line. Enters the attacking zone. Waiting there. Waiting for more guys to enter the zone. Can't get the shot up there and gets checked. Big cheer there. Panthers still in the attacking. Out front. Waiting, can't get the shot. Back to the point. Fires. Deflected, that goes wide. Panthers still on it now. Back to the point. Waiting. Fires. Montour through traffic. Can't get it to the net. Panthers getting a little pressure here. They're battling away for it deep in the zone. Back to the point for Montour. Sends it around the boards. Knights will get to it first. Back the other way. Knights have a possible chance. 2-on-2. Over. Across. Stopped by Bobrovsky. Knights still have it. Fires. Scores! Deflected on the way in. Zach Whitecloud has given the Knights the lead. That hurts a lot for the Panthers. Back and forth chances and the Knights capitalize. That one will hurt. This sequence here, they just never get that face-off that they wanted. So many amazing saves by Bobrovsky on this shift, but it ends in the back of their net. Duclair screens his own goalie here, and it goes under the glove, and the Knights have the lead again. And Panthers need a spark. Under 13 to go here. Offside. Oh, a hooking! So we might just have got our momentum shift. Nicola Waugh will get a hooking penalty. And just like that, the power play goes back to the there will be a power play here for the Panthers, and they'll get an opportunity. They definitely need to score here. They've looked awful on the power play so far. It'll be a big loss if they can't score here as we go to commercial break. What a game. What a game, lads. What a game. Thank you so much for being here, lads. Appreciate it. Ooh. Waugh gets a hooking. I don't get a really good look at it, although the refs have been a little finicky here on most calls. So we'll have to take another look here. Might be a little bit on the weaker side of a call, but you never know, right? Worth noting, both teams are undefeated when they score 3 goals or more. That being said, the Knights have had to win a lot of games in overtime, have won a couple games in overtime and 3 goals or more. So there's that room for turnover. Same with the Florida Panthers. Panthers have gotten to a couple gunfights with the Bruins where they're just outscoring each other there. But yeah, the power play here for the Panthers needs to be monstrous. They have looked very idle these last little while, and it's caused the Golden Knights opportunities to finally break through. It's Nicola Waugh for a hook. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not the hardest hook. Totally a hook though. Shot count 27-25 for the Panthers. The Panthers only have 1 shot on 2 opportunities so far tonight. This will be their 3rd. They got to make the most of it here. Matthew Tkachuk and Carter Verhaeghe have looked invisible. Matthew Tkachuk, Barkov, Tkachuk, Bennett, Reinhart, and Montour are on the ice for this power play. Most of these guys, except for Brandon Montour, has looked invisible. Montour's got a couple shots from the point. Top of the circle, fires! That goes wide. Panthers hold it in. This is already the best power play they've had with this zone time. To the wall, waiting, down low in the zone. Down low behind the net. Sends it around the boards, and they'll send it out on themselves. Oh, brother. Zach Whitecloud, his 2nd goal of the postseason. Scored 6:59, assisted by Ivan Barbashev and Jack Eichel. Panthers hold it in. Behind the net. Sends it around the boards. Back to the point. Waiting. Circles a little to the right side. Back to the top of the circle. Back to the point. Passes it to the point. To the guy on the top of the circle. He skates down low, passes back to the guy at the top of the circle. Passes down low to the guy behind the net. Back behind. In the corner. Tries to get through that seam there. Puck lane is not there. Panthers have it. Panthers might lose it, though, and that'll get sent down the ice. A minute already gone on this power play unit. You can't be thinking too hard here if you're the Panthers. Just pucks on net. You're almost got it. Like, your team has some of the highest scoring rebound goals in the league. Why overcorrect for that perfect chance, especially since you've been limited so far? Coming in, fires, that goes up and high and wide. This will deflect off of, nice shot there by Verhaeghe. First thing I've seen of him all game. Shot, nice save there by Aiden Hill. And that'll go up and out of play. And the power play will still get a couple more licks here. Not a lot, though. Right off the helmet there. 32 seconds left in the power play. Still a lot of time, but you got to get set up. If you lose the draw here, you're in trouble. Lundell against Carlson in the faceoff circle here. Carlson, the more experienced. Lundell wins the draw. Back to the point. Panthers. Across. Blast one. That goes wide. Panthers still on it. Back to the point. Waiting. Across to the top of the circle. Waiting. Walks in. Shoots. That gets blocked. Panthers still on it. Getting checked, though. That gets forced out. Golden Knights have it. Back the other way. Golden Knights will send it down the ice. Bobrovsky out of his net to play. 10 seconds left on the power play. 7, 6, 5. They get one zone entry here, and then they'll be even strength. Shot. Stopped there by Aiden Hill. And that'll do it for the power play. We're back to even strength. Back to the point. Panthers now really got to work something. They got 2 shots on the power play. Easily their best, but again, and the puck goes out again. Brandon Montour can't hold it. Again, little late to be, to shall we say, for their power play to start getting a little bit of a tuned up, like get tuned in this late in the game. Like, your power play's got to be buzzing from the first moment. And it's got to hit. It's got to hit. Golden Knights have it in their own zone. Panthers force it off. Battle in the corner. Vegas looking to work it out of their own zone. The Panthers have not been losing in a series since Game 6 of the first round against the Boston Bruins. That was the last time they were losing in a series going in. Shot deflected. That goes wide, and Bobrovsky will hang on for a whistle. Delayed penalty, though. A cross-check, and the Golden Knights will get a power play. Commercial break here, as the Vegas Golden Knights will go to their 4th power play of the night, I believe. 4th is right. Ooh. Imagine if Nick Cousins scored a couple goals he should have. Wow, could have been a different game. But yeah, right now we're just waiting for them to come back on TV. We're 2 likes away from our goal of 20 likes. Maybe we could hit it. That would be pretty neat. Golden Knights will go to the power play here. It'll be Eric Stahl for a cross check. Not a great time to take a penalty, Eric. Go to that church and ask God to forgive you. Is that how that saying goes? A very important penalty kill, because if they can't kill this off, this might be the end of game 1. Also, the man who scored the shorthanded goal is in the box, so We're just under halfway. We're just over halfway through this third period. Eichel, Stevenson, Marchessault, Stone, Theodore. Jesus Christ, that is a murderer's row. They're 1 for 3 on the power play tonight with their first goal coming on the power play, courtesy of Jonathan Marchessault. Vegas has it in the offensive zone, cycling it around. Gets back to the point. Knights hold it in. Sends it around the boards. Corner, out front. Chance. Can't connect on the pass. Florida trying to get there first. Florida wants a call. Really? No call for that? That was like a holding. Okay, cool. Not a big deal. Don't really care for the Panthers. Got away with a hold, though, is the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas enters the attacking zone. Back to the point. They're already killed a quarter of the power play. D-to-D. Tries to go low. Puck gets forced out. Shot count 30 to 25, surprisingly. Ekblad, not happy. Not happy, man. Minute 15, offside at the line here. 9:10 to go in the third period. Attaboy. I'm not going to cheer for a team, but fuck Jonathan Marchessault. He's such an unlikable piece of shit. The biggest French Canadian asshole out there. Jonathan Marchessault, ladies and gentlemen. Florida dumps it all the way down the ice. Vegas has to pick it up. Pietrangelo on it now. Vegas sends it in. Florida breaks it up. They'll send it down the ice. 57 seconds. Half the penalty is over. Florida sends it in. Panthers have it in their own zone. Battle in the corner now. Vegas holds it in. Back to the point. Down low. That's a big... That puck battle that Vegas comes up with is a big reason why they're winning this game. Like, I don't see the Panthers winning that puck battle in the offensive zone. And I see Vegas doing it often. Gudas took a block off the ankle. He's in a lot of pain here. Slow to get off the ice, but he gets off. 14 seconds to go in the power play still. Offside at the line. Will probably kill the rest of this power play. With 10 seconds left. Ouch. Outside of the leg. .805 to go. Oh, it's weird seeing Paul Maurice on a bench. So fucking weird. It's like seeing a cut. It's like him and Jamie Compon. It's like I'm watching an alternate reality where the Jets went deep. Although it can't be an alternate reality, I'd be more stressed. Panthers have it in their own zone. 0 shots on the last power play for the Golden Knights. Knights hold it in, though. Shot stopped there by Bobrovsky with the glove. 7:48 to go in the third period. Oh, shit. Just lazy zone exits there, Brandon. What you doing? Oh, that's Gustav Forsling. Still, shit breakout. Gustavo. Get your shit together. Phone going off. Jets hubby texting me. That scallywag. Pucks in the Florida zone. Looking to work out of their own end. They will. Gets it in over the line. Got numbers. Missed the pass, though. So the Knights go back the other way on a 2-on-1. 2-on-2 now as it gets broken up. Out front, Knights have it. Can't connect on the play. Battle along the wall. Knights are going to come up with this puck. Oh, no. Florida did. Sorry. 62. Stupid me. Thought he was 42. Knights have it. Works it out of their own zone. Panthers have it now in their own end. 7:10 to go in the third period. Shot count 31-26 for the Panthers. Where are the goal horns? Carter does the goal horns, and Carter is at my grandma and grandpa's. I don't have the app. Sorry. Panthers now. Got to get something going with 7 to go. if they get one more, we're in unfamiliar territory where both teams are going to have scored 3 goals and one team has to lose. And if you're the Panthers, that's what you have to do. You have to force Vegas into unfamiliar territory, so to speak. Like they've won all their games with 3 or more goals, but you got to put them in that mindset that it could change tonight by being there because Vegas will know your stats. You'll know Vegas's. Matthew Tkachuk needs to show up too. I have not seen Matthew Tkachuk all game. Bennett versus Stevenson, not a fair face-off there. Stevenson wins it with ease. A man who's 8-20 for 20 beat a guy 3-12. Shocker. 3 for 12. Shocker. Battle in the corner for it now. Panthers in their own end. Vegas turns it over. Fire deflected. That goes wide. Oh my god, I thought they scored. Back to the point. Shot. Blocker saved by Bobrovsky. Broke up. Fires. Scores! Mark Stone on the turnover. And Vegas has a 4-2 lead. How high did he knock that out of midair? I gotta see. Clearing attempt. Where's stick? Oh, I don't know. That could get looked at. I think this is clear. This is a good goal. Oh, I don't know. We have a review, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, not empty net. Sorry, my bad. The play is under review. I don't know. Who do I put for under review? Do I put it under Florida or under Vegas? We'll go under Florida. I don't know, cause like here's the thing. It's over his shoulder, I think, but I think because he's uneven. Holy fuck, that was a quick. And not only that, it's a power play for the Vegas Golden Knights. $6:19 to go. Vegas a 2-goal lead. 2-minute power play. That should seal it, folks. Vegas takes in the attacking zone. Florida's got to be bold on this shorthanded chance because they have no shot otherwise. 7th of the play postseason for Mark Stone. Winnipeg native. Unassisted, as he was assisted by a Panther at that rate. Yeah, Golden Knights. 1 for 4 on the power play tonight is the Vegas Golden Knights with 6 shots on net. The villains of the NHL are poised to get a 1-game lead in the series. Out front shot. Worth noting, Vegas has been here before. They won Game 1 against the Washington Capitals before the Caps destroyed them the next 4. I don't know though. We'll have to see how it keeps going. Vegas walking in, fires, glove save by Bobrovsky. It's not a huge loss if you lose Game 1. You can rebuild. You can come back. Worth noting, the only time Vegas has been losing in a series, Game 1 against your Winnipeg Jets. Only time the Vegas has been losing in the series. Vegas enters the attacking zone. Back to the point. Blast when that goes wide. Puck's bouncing around. Okay, good. I was worried I was frozen there. 5:03 to go. 44 seconds left on the power play for the Golden Knights. Game 1 is tough. Game 2 is interesting. 11-0 record in 2023. Playoffs when scoring 4+ goals. They also have an 11-0 record when they have 3+ goals. So, like, same stats, same thing, same shit. Panthers have it in the offensive zone. 30 seconds to go on the power play, and then they got to get on their horse here. They need 2 in a hurry. Stevenson with speed. Golden Knights just need to stay the course at this rate. Stahl fires it down. Panthers have had one lead this so far tonight. It was Eric Stahl on a shorthanded goal to make it 1-0. Oh, with time across. Stopped by Bobrovsky with 5 seconds to go on the power play. What a save. A beautiful glove save by Sergei Bobrovsky. Keeps this a 4-2 game. Yeah, they're talking about it on the panel, but they're on the report, but they're saying like Vegas less likely to want to get into scuffles after the whistle. They have the power play. Why does Kachuk have a penalty? What did he do? Okay, you gonna give the penalty to Eichel? Because Eichel's getting in there. I gotta tell you, there are narratives here that Vegas gets lucky on power plays. I don't know if I agree with that, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Right now, it's not looking great. I don't know why they grabbed Matthew Kachuk. If Eichel should go with him. It should not be a 5-on-3. Like, this should just be, like, evened up. We'll see what this is. This might be a 5-on-3. I don't know how the fuck this starts. It starts with a great save by Bobrovsky. We'll see how this turns up. Hag is just getting beat up. Hag is getting hit. They're gonna give 2 penalties here, I think, to the Panthers because they're tired of their bullshit. I think Sam Bennett's done for the night. So they're writing this on the sheet now. Sam Bennett's done for the game. I think it's a 10-minute misconduct. I want to wait for them to put it up on the scores. They're still writing down all this, which is funny because, like, for me, I think it's pretty easy. You give Jack Eichel a penalty, you give Matthew Kachuk a penalty, and you give Sam Bennett 2 in a game or 2 in a misconduct, 2-minute penalty in a misconduct. It then ends with Vegas being on a 5-on-3 because Vegas is already on a power play for 5 seconds. It's a 5-second 5-on-3. Whether you are a fan of the Golden Knights or not, I don't like the Golden Knights at all. They're just like Hag gets punched in the face like 3 times. So it looks like a double minor. Yeah, because now Paul's like, motherfucker, you didn't give them anything. Paul's like, you want to give him 4? Really? Been a while, long delay. So Kachuk gets a minor. Cousins will serve that. Too much talking. There's no referee announcements. A 5-on-3 for the Panthers or for the Knights. The Knights are going to nurse this lead home. The Knights have won game 1. And now it is a 4-minute power play for the Golden Knights. And that'll take it to the end of the game. If you're the Panthers, you got to try something when you're shorthanded. Like, it's not going to matter. Florida isn't winning game 1. Their best chances lie in game 2. But, yeah. Three minutes to go here. They're just going to nurse this to 3 minute here. They're on the power play pretty much the rest of the game. Minus 20 seconds. So unless the Golden Knights fucking collapse, they're winning game 1. Back to the point. Fires, deflected, that goes wide. What this will do, though, is they're just going to try to tear down Bobrovsky now. They've got 4 on him, which is the most they've scored on any Bobrovsky's let up in a while. But now they're just going to keep this. They're going to keep it clean. They're going to run Bobrovsky right out of the building. You're going to break the will of them mentally, is what you're doing. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Means a lot. So Stevenson, Kachuk, and Bennett all got misconducts with their minors. So I was kind of right. It was just that I didn't know that Reinhardt would get a 4, or that Bennett would get a 4-minute. Down low. To the point. D to D. They're running 2 defense on this power play because they're not going to give Florida a fucking inch. 2.5 to go in this third period. Panthers are just washing. That's game Vegas 1-0 lead. You're damn right. Shot that goes wide. Now they're just trying to break down Bobrovsky. Oh, breakaway! Back the other way! Panthers! Stop by Aiden Hill! They nearly had a shorty! Extra attacker. Oh, fuck me. Empty net for Florida. Back the other way. Sends it. Into the net! And the Golden Knights are going to win Game 1 even more resoundingly now. Look at me with all my buttons. God damn! Left all alone. Sam Reinhart. Reinhart, you just gotta flip it, my brother in Christ. Holy shit, Sam Reinhart looks like a man who's seen Jesus. He's just like, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. This game is pretty much done. Hey, Mike, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Yeah, minute at 30 to go in this game, but this is pretty much it. Let me just I'm gonna mod it now. Actually, I'll mod this now because this game is done. Done. Put a fork in it. It's done. Vegas 1-0. Let's put that there. Vegas is up in the series. This game is a formality now. This minute is a formality. It is even strength now, though. So go nuts, lads. Would have been really great if they didn't try to get into a fight with the whole team. Worth noting, Vegas won Game 1 as well against the Capitals in 2018. This is a better team than that, but still. All was not lost, Panthers fans. Or hockey fans, or just people that fucking hate the Golden Knights, which is 95% of the NHL right now. Back to the point. Do I just shot? Oh, another great save by Aiden Hill. They nearly got both the goals they needed to tie the game. And that'll do it. 15 seconds. The Golden Knights are going to take a 1-0 lead in the series. Not really what most hockey fans want, but here we are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that'll do it. Whoa. But yeah, Golden Knights win Game 1. Thank you all for tuning into the live stream. Means a lot. We're one like away from 20. Be cool if we could hit that. That's all right, though. Either way. Been a fun little game. Goal scores. Eric Stahl opened the scoring. Then Marchessault would tie it later on the power play. I believe then Theodore would get the lead at 2-1. And then Duclair would tie it late in the second. And then it was all Vegas. It was Whitecloud and Stone and Smith. All would score. But yeah. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Have a good night. Stay safe.